It
was a hot mess.
I ain't even doing no intro. Forget all that. What was you just saying? We don't need no intro. We talking about Game of Thrones season 8.
Okay.
I ain't got nothing to eat today, y'all. I'm sick. I just got some water. I can't take it.
I was down bad for days. Listen, I wasn't no good. So I already knew. I was praying for you.
No,
oh my God.
If I didn't record this podcast the same day, I would not be able to sleep tonight. I swear to God, I would not. Like, I have to talk about this.
I'm
sick.
I ain't gonna lie. Mine was messed up, man.
I got drunk after. I was like, I can't do it. How do I go on living like this?
I was going hard. I don't even think me and Ralph spoke to each other for about a whole day.
Yeah, I got to go back and look at it because that's the only season that we actually reacted to.
I'm never rewatching it again.
Yeah, that's what I said. I ain't looked at it since.
We bought it.
Hey, it's still in the case.
And it's still in the case.
I literally said in my video, I'm talking about them. I will literally. Can I share my screen and pull up a clip of my reaction right now while we on here? I am so for real.
Please do.
Because I just need. I don't even know if you can share your. Present. Share screen.
Get it.
Hold on.
We need to talk about
Can y'all see my? Hold on. Select the tab. Wait, hold on. What?
Y'all gonna have me ready to cry. This is a sensitive topic for me.
Yeah, I know.
Hold on,
oh my God.
It's a very sensitive topic.
Yeah. I just about canceled everything I had planned after I finished.
Oh, and I didn't even want to wear the shirt. I got on the Khaleesi shirt and everything, and I'm like, I shouldn't even wear this shirt.
That was the moment.
What?
I loved it.
Absolutely.
I don't. Where do we even start? How did y'all feel when y'all first saw it? Because I'll talk all day. I can't even finish this water. I don't feel.
I had mixed emotions because I have been following the lore and stuff at the same time. So Arya is my girl, my favorite character. I was happy she did it, but at the same time, I was like, man, then what they bring Jon back for? Jon was supposed to be the princess promise. What happened to Azor Ahai and all this other kind of stuff? You know how when they first introduced Stannis and they had the flaming sword, put it in the ground, so about Azor Ahai will rise again, all that sort of stuff. So I was conflicted because I was happy, but then I was like, dang, he just sitting out here yelling at a dragon. He ain't doing nothing. He yelling at a dragon.
I understood that. Yeah, so from my understanding, there was mixed feelings. A lot of people wanted Jon to get the kill, so there was people upset about that. And then, but there was us Arya folks that was like, like, I'm here for that.
First of
I was
all,
cool with it. I was just conflicted, like dang, you know.
Yeah.
I could see people wanting Jon to get the Night King killed because he actually didn't get into it with the Night King before.
Right,
okay,
right.
Exactly.
But Arya has been prepared for this moment let me tell you something. Jon been living life like a normal person. Arya has literally not lived life as a normal person to fuck everybody up on her list.
Yes.
Like let's be for real now. If it's anybody that deserved that kill, Arya, who else was gonna come out the darkness on them niggas? She walked right past the top White Walkers.
Yes.
I literally, if I would have kept playing the video, y'all would have saw me screaming. She popped out the darkness on them niggas. I'm talking about I was falling off like when the Night King grabbed Arya. I literally thought that he was about to fucking kill her.
Yeah,
I did too.
And I'm like,
I started screaming. I was like, "Don't do it to me!"
Literally,
not
he
my
had one hand on her neck, and his other hand was holding her hand when she had the knife, and she dropped it. Bitch ass nigga. That's what thinking on your feet get you.
I think I swallowed my heart during that time.
I couldn't. My Stark heart. My Wintery heart couldn't take another loss. Not another Stark. That's what
Be still my heart. I was like, if Arya, because I told Ralph, I said, if Arya or Ghost dies, we're gonna riot.
No, for real.
We're going to war.
Right.
If y'all take Arya,
that was the only thing I got right is that Arya was gonna prevail. That out of my predictions.
You got a couple of things right.
You got a few things right.
Because when we were like,
okay.
See, I missed it. I was so mad. I couldn't come.
But now that you have seen it all,
right,
I'm gonna point you to this fact, and you're gonna go back to the first episode, and I want you to see that everybody that King Robert touched died, and everybody that he didn't stayed alive.
I so wanted to hurry up and tell you that.
Everybody that Robert touched when he came to Winterfell and got off the horse, everybody that he touched died.
Well, who?
Not the Robert curse.
Robert Baratheon.
When they came out to greet him.
The first episode.
The very first episode.
Everybody that he touched died.
Yep. So you got to go back and
see. You got to go back and see it.
Also, wait. Every video.
We in recovery. We can't never go back.
No, every video. I need to find if anybody got them like in the list. I've never watched any of the Game of Thrones stuff people sent me because I'd be scared because I hadn't finished it yet. Now I can go and sit for an hour and watch every Game of Thrones thing that everybody wanted me to watch. But yeah, I gotta watch those.
The table read. The table read was
that's the first thing I need to watch.
Yeah.
They was pissed. They was pissed.
Please watch it.
I am gonna watch them first 3 episodes is the best television I ever watched in my life. Not gonna lie, not gonna hold you.
Yeah,
and y'all know Walking Dead is my favorite show.
I know
the first 3 episodes of Game of Thrones.
That's why I'm tripping out.
Is
watching you react like that because I'm like, man, something got her like that besides Walking Dead.
What? I don't even be wanting to like nothing else.
Right.
So when I'm talking about, y'all ain't even get to see me. That's a what? Yeah. What? I need to send y'all the link so y'all can watch me with some popcorn. I'm talking about.
Okay,
please do.
This was the most anticipated for 2 years.
We had to wait for 2 years.
And I think I watched this whole show in 2 years.
We waited for 2 years.
I watched it in a little over a year. I thought the White Walkers was gonna come sooner. I personally, we can get into like how we thought it could be differently later, but I really envisioned a different. I envisioned this arc being a little bit longer with them invading. I thought we was gonna have to retreat.
I did too.
You know, people was gonna get separated. It might have been like a battle to find Bran. I'm thinking maybe he'll go to the Vale because they like heavily fortified and what. You know, I'm thinking everybody gonna be split up. You know,
the Vale is up high. They got the high ground. You know, it's real fortified. You can't get through it.
Yes, it would have been perfect, but they kind of ended it here, and I would have liked it for them to kind of stretch it out a little bit more. In my opinion.
No. See, honestly, I like that it was so close because everybody been separated the whole show.
Right, and I love that about the last 2 seasons. Yeah.
When I was watching, I was like, wait, everybody not splitting up? Is everybody like really together? Like I was like,
but I feel like it would have earned its name, The Long Night, if it hadn't lasted longer.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Over episodes, like everybody split up, not knowing where each other's at, who's dead, who's alive. Where the
ice spiders as big as hounds, like old nuns.
Not the ice spiders. I forgot about them.
Yeah, they can keep that, but ice everything else.
Yeah, that would have freaked me out too.
I don't like the spiders, man.
I don't either.
I was watching this today. I was like, I need me a house pillow. Like how where y'all house pillow? I don't see it.
We had it. Which one do you want?
Give that one right there.
Whichever one. Because I need me a house pillow.
You need this one.
Winter is coming.
Yes.
The house on Amazon.
Yeah, I need to get me a house pillow.
Yeah.
Because when I tell you, the only thing they got right was Arya. Arya's storyline is perfect. I wouldn't change anything about her the whole 8 seasons.
I agree.
Absolutely. I agree.
I would change one thing.
What?
And y'all will probably agree with me.
Oh.
The whole season 8, she did not change faces.
Yes.
Okay,
You know, I literally kept saying it. I was like, she finna change faces and go get Cersei, right? When she didn't do not one face.
Yeah, they fumbled that.
Yeah,
that would have been a much better death if she took on Jaime.
Changed faces, got the Cersei and killed her.
You did say that. You did say that. And
I literally.
You was like, oh, she ain't gonna change no faces.
But me and Ralph was looking at each other like, dang, that would have been good.
She ain't gonna do it.
It's like the writers didn't want to give us what we wanted. They wanted to try to like get around our expectations.
Honestly, their intentions was to subvert our expectations. Like, you gotta understand
it's
how
okay to give us what we want.
Thank you. We want to be happy.
Yes.
I'm like, if y'all don't want to give us what we want, if y'all tired, y'all want to move on to something else, pass it on to somebody else, like they did Angela Kang, and Angela Kang did it and ran with it.
Yes.
Pass it on. Because George R.R. Martin said they should at least had 2 more seasons with 10 episodes per.
HBO was going to give them
HBO was fine.
Of course, HBO was going to get a cash cow. Come on, man.
The showrunners was like, nah, we're done. No, we're good.
As much money they gave
I don't understand how a studio allowed that. Like,
yes, a whole studio.
I'd have brought my own showrunners. Like here,
yeah, like
I would have brought the team. Come on, let's do this.
Right.
It was
I understand you want to put faith in them, but let them do one final season as as writers, directors, whatever, and then pass the torch. Like I would have told them, no, y'all don't get to end it. I don't feel like it's ready. Like if the creator is saying it's not done, it's not ready. Yeah. No, I got to pass the torch. I would have had to take over as an executive and be like, I don't think we're ready to end it just yet.
Right.
So set up what you can, leave some notes for the next people, but we, and if y'all want to move on, that's fine. But we got to keep going.
Right. Exactly.
This is my thing. Okay. I don't make movies and TV shows, but just knowing who I am as a person. It ain't no way I'm gonna have the biggest show in the world and not do it justice to the end.
That was the biggest show in the world.
Yes,
it was water cooler talk upon man. It was the
That's
big. It was
literally why I'm watching it. Like,
yeah.
I don't know how I slept on it for so long. I'm gonna be honest.
I don't know how y'all was not spoiled by stuff. Honestly,
I knew it was gonna be pain and suffering. I don't like pain and suffering, but man, it was. Look, dare I say it was worth it for Game of Thrones? Dare I say it?
Woo!
I think it's just because I was young and we didn't have HBO, and if my mama didn't get it, I was just never gonna watch it. She didn't watch my TV. So I think that's why I never got to see it, because it was like hard back then to find shows. Like even me trying to pirate it was hard to find the episodes at the time. Yeah. So that's why I never watched it.
Like back then when it first came out, we didn't have HBO. I saw it on a free preview weekend.
Yeah,
and I was like, I gotta get it. And that's when I went out and bought the DVD.
We went out and got it that day.
Yep.
And watched it.
The
best.
I'm so happy.
I was in my own era of TV shows that I loved, and I think that was why I blocked everything out. Yeah. Like the only thing I had known that everybody kept talking about was when Jon died. So I knew that going in. I told everybody what I've heard going into my first reaction ever. I said I think I heard rumors about dragons. I think I knew Jon Snow died.
And they could have left that nigga dead. He was gonna kill Daenerys. They could have left him dead.
Ooh, we got to get to that in a bit.
And
I got feelings.
It's like why they bring him back?
And y'all know I love Jon.
I was supposed to do it live after I finished Game of Thrones. I cancanceled it. I didn't talk to nobody.
Y'all know I love Jon, and I literally said they could have left that nigga dead for that, because it's a few things I would have did differently, but it's really Jon and Daenerys.
Yeah. I'm ready to go off when y'all are.
No, like for real. No.
It's been cooking in me.
I feel like, you know how, like, okay, emotions, you harbor them in your body. Swear to God, the end of that, before I didn't even get to show y'all the rest of the clip, I literally cried for like 10 minutes. I literally was so happy the Night King was dead. It was like this gray cloud that was looming over me because he was making me sick. I'm talking about, I'm so happy. Like, I feel so much lighter now that the Night King is dead. I literally was screaming, the children of the forest who created this fucking monster couldn't even kill him, but Arya Stark did. Like, don't play with her, because she is really the one and not the two.
Yeah.
I feel so much better about life.
Life in general.
You froze.
Slightly.
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
I
can hear you now.
Yeah.
Killing the Night King is one thing they did get right. That whoever idea of 1, 2, and 3 was, y'all did that. 4, 5, and 6, y'all can have them.
It's all the same people. That's the problem.
Yeah.
But there were some other things in the first 3 that I just wasn't a fan of. So we can talk about that before we move on. I didn't like how they pit Sansa and Daenerys against each other. There was no reason for it.
That's it right there.
I didn't like that.
There was no reason for it.
I didn't like that. You're right.
Immediately.
Didn't even give her a chance.
Right. And Sansa, as somebody who's coming into politics, Daenerys is obviously the most powerful force in the world right now. Like,
y'all would literally be dead right now if she didn't come with her army to kill the Night King.
And if I politically know I want to at some point talk to her about keeping control of the North and making it independent, why would I make an enemy out of her? Why would I start pissing her off and throwing shade at her? That doesn't make sense.
I've never liked Sansa this whole show.
I've never liked Sansa either.
I know. I think I sympathized a lot with her because of everything she was going through.
See, when she married Ramsay, I sympathized.
But I still don't like her. I don't like her, but I don't want to see nothing bad to her, but I still don't like her.
Yeah,
because this is the same girl. Yeah. You're supposed to be evolved at this point. Okay. You have literally trusted people who were not even on your side in the first place. Daenerys is definitely not against you. Like, as soon as she saw her, I'm like, why is you hating on her? Like, just the way she would be looking at Daenerys. Like, oh, you mad somebody love her and don't know nigga love you? You ain't never
North is yours, your grace.
Like,
you know what I mean? she was salty.
Like, no man ever loved you. Mind you, Sansa and Jon have never even been close. So what are you mad for?
Yeah, that's true.
You and Jon were never close.
Never.
Now all of a sudden, brother. The closest was you and Arya, the girls. So like, what? No.
Barely they fought.
Right?
Yeah.
So no, that's definitely one thing I did not like. It's so petty, and it's like, okay, Sansa done went through all of this. She's supposed to act like she got some sense now, and she is conspiring against Daenerys behind her back.
Right.
And even Daenerys said it. She said, everybody would be dead if I didn't help y'all defeat the Night King. But now that it's time for you to reciprocate the energy, it's like, oh, fuck you. When Daenerys said that plain and straight, I'm like, okay, thank you. Because now that the Night King is dead, y'all don't give a fuck. Like, yeah, Arya did that. But if Daenerys didn't bring thousands and thousands and thousands of people, y'all never even would have got to that point in the first place.
Because who was on the front line? Who was the first people to march into battle? The Dothraki. Who was right behind them? The Unsullied. Don't play with Daenerys like that.
And who brought two full-grown dragons? Who brought two full-grown dragons that was killing thousands of people like this?
Hey, didn't we think that like all the Dothraki were dead? And then by the last episode, it was a gang of them jokers. I'm like, where they come from? What?
Like, they still alive?
What?
I literally said that. I was like, when they ran into the darkness, I was like, is that all the Dothraki? Like, that's
it?
Yeah, nah. You know, Daenerys
episode 6 is 1,500 of them.
Mm-hmm. But no, that was crazy. And Bran played so cool the whole time. My sister's coming.
I don't like what they did with Bran.
Off, man. He pissed me off.
Like, I don't like how they changed his character. I didn't like Three-Eyed Raven Bran. He was boring. I couldn't connect with him no more. I barely could before because his limited story. But like,
I don't like how that gap of time we had that gap of time where we didn't see him, and then it's like he come back all of a sudden. I'm like, damn, the other Three-Eyed Raven wasn't like this. Bran just
not at all.
He looked like he had a personality.
Like, I know that had to be boring to play. Like, where's the fun in that?
And what pissed me off is he said, now that he's the Three-Eyed Raven, he don't really want nothing. And then at the end, he started like, why do you think I came all this way?
To be a king.
What? That means you knew what was going to happen, and you let things play out this way when you could have changed them. That's what I don't.
No, but it's like,
man.
Bran knows everything that happened already. He don't be knowing what's going to happen. The only reason
I don't know about that.
No. The only reason he be able to make them guesses is because he can go into people's eyes and see what they see. But he don't really know what's gonna happen in the future like a honey. Because even when Sam was talking, he liked to keep people on their toes. He think it's funny.
Yeah.
Bran think it's funny. He like to keep people on their toes. Because when Sam was like after, Bran was like, how you know it's gonna be an after? And I said, Bran.
But see, Bran, you're right. But see, this is why I believe Bran let it happen. Because Bran can see what's happening in the world in real time. He could have looked and seen what Cersei and all them were planning and gave Daenerys a heads up. They waiting for you on the sea. He chose to stay silent, and he chose to let everything play out the way it did. That's why I don't.
Oh yeah, Bran. No, Rhaegar. What?
That was stupid.
I'm
about to piss y'all off because if you watch, like the end of the episode, they'll have the showrunners talking, and they'll just be like, Daenerys kind of forgot that the Euron had a fleet that could take out the dragon. Dude, she's flying high. She can see that whole. That whole thing pissed me off. I'm sorry.
They literally just typed up a finale and sent it in. They didn't. They just rushed the last 3. Like that don't even make sense.
Y'all could have waited 2 more years if that was the case. Because this was my thing. Ever since Daenerys hatched those dragons, I said there's no way all them dragons making it out of the show. That was what I said. I knew it wasn't no way. So, and whenever she would say Mother of Dragons or whatever all the time, I would be like, can you stop promoting that you have dragons? They're not even grown yet. Throughout the whole show, Tamash, have I not been saying this? Stop saying you have dragons. I had like that man they had took them when they was in the fun house, the silly house that I call it, whatever that the magic house.
House Diane or whatever.
Yeah. When the man took her dragons and she had to go get him out the fun house. That was just an example. The whole show I've been saying, please stop saying you have dragons not grown yet. I knew all them dragons wasn't making it out. Now the Night King, I'm like, okay, he did his big one with that.
Okay, that one made some sense there. Okay, but the Rhaegal, I was upset.
No, she flying, and I just saw one go in his chest. I said, oh, here we go. I already knew they was finna get, and I'm like, maybe he'd get away. Shot him again. I said,
yeah.
And he just
so many disappointments in this whole entire season.
I'm like, why do we keep fucking up Daenerys shit? Why can't she have anything? Like, we just decimated most of her army. She got to lose 2 dragons on top of that. Got everybody turning on her. I'm like, what did Daenerys do but try to save everybody? Like,
if it was better writing, they could have did it. It could have been the same outcome, but getting to it could have been so much better. Because if you remember when she had the visions in the House of Undying, just like at the end, she never got on the throne. She almost touched it, but didn't. I think that's when she turned around and walked away. And we thought it was snow coming through, but it was ashes. Went way back in season 2. So she never really touched the throne. So they had that to go off of. But it's just getting there, man. They just jacked it up so much, man. It just pisses you off thinking about it.
I agree. And there's something I want to tell you, but I have a big comparison to Attack on Titan, but I can't because Sean gonna watch it one day. Oh, she just disappeared.
Oh, she hasn't seen it.
No, but she's gonna react to it. Did she disappear?
Yeah, she froze for a minute.
Yeah. But Attack on
Titan. It's kind of similar to Aaron's change, and
his change similar. It pissed me off, man.
His story is like, if you do it right, that's what it would have looked like.
Yep.
You know. Yep. And I just wish they could have did Daenerys' story better. I would have been fine with the Mad Queen arc, like you said, if it would have had more time, which is where those extra 2 seasons would have came in,
right? And
we could have truly seen her descent. Because I can see what they were doing with everybody turning on her and everything, but it was too fast, too sudden. Yeah,
exactly.
And I mean, I tried to defend her as best I could, but it was hard. I'm like, she lost everybody. They quickly, she didn't have nobody that truly really loved her like that. Jon was teetering back and forth. Tyrion was turning on her. Like, it was a lot. Where did Michonne go? How'd she disappear?
It was like Jon told her he didn't want to sleep with her no more, and then she just went crazy.
Right. I'm like, I don't like how they set them up, got me rooting for them just to start splitting them apart. And I'm like,
my computer gonna tell me we had to restart. How you gonna tell me you got to restart? Anyway, the Daenerys and Jon, that really fucked up the whole thing, because before Daenerys and Jon ever even met, I've literally been hyping them up.
Yep.
The whole show.
I felt so
like,
bad for you too.
Yeah, we did. We was like, damn, she about to.
I'm talking about. I'm literally sick right now. I've been hyping Jon and Daenerys up before they ever even met. Then on top of that, they like each other. I'm like, oh, we in there. Then found out he a Targaryen. I'm like, oh, it's a no-brainer. They're going to be together, and they're gonna rule the 7 kingdoms. The Targaryens, like, they really finna do this.
Right.
And they're the two perfect people.
Yep.
Like what is like? It's so many things. Like, first of all, Varys, I was so disappointed, and I'm like,
massively disappointed.
Yeah.
Because how the whole series You know everything that's gonna happen, everything popping off, but now you working with Daenerys, the spies ain't spying all of a sudden. That don't make sense to me. You don't know nothing. Like,
and I've been liking Varys the whole show because he was cool. But this is my thing. You have ruled under all of these kings. So as long as Robert is out here conspiring to have Daenerys, a Targaryen baby, murdered, you okay with that? You okay with all the wrongdoing that all of these men been doing? Because even in the real world, because first of all, people say women can't rule, but look at the current state of the world while men are ruling it. So that's first of all. So Varys done been around for all of these kings. You done seen everything, but over your dead body will a woman be king.
Yeah.
And Daenerys hadn't even did nothing.
Right.
So the whole Varys thing, I'm like, you've been here the whole time, Varys.
But he wanted her to rule though. If you go back to the end of one of them seasons, where
once he found out Jon was a Targaryen.
Yeah, it was a wrap.
Once he found out, nobody.
But before that, he was on her side to get her to be on the throne.
Varys got the writing
because he went when he went to Dorne. He was like, fire and blood, whatever that he said at the end of that season.
Yeah,
and y'all came over together.
I mean, Varys, they let me down with Varys because his storyline, he was cool the whole time, and then I'm like, and first of all, Jon told Daenerys, okay, cool. She said, don't tell nobody else. And then this nigga go tell Sansa, the bitch that don't like her, and you know Sansa don't like her.
Oh, that's right. That part. That's right.
Let me tell you something. This is why Lord Eddard Stark is dead now. Sometimes y'all either need to say it or shut the fuck up. And what Eddard was supposed to do was say Joffrey is not a Baratheon, but he didn't do that.
But he didn't do it.
And Jon, all he had to do was shut the hell up. I knew Arya wasn't gonna never tell nobody, but it's like, you know your sister do not like Daenerys, and you're going to tell her that you're 15 minutes.
Son? That story was all over the universe.
What? Everything Sansa wanted, she got.
Yep, everything.
Literally.
I hate her.
Why they make
now
her?
that you bring it up, I really hate Sansa.
She was the only one that came out on top. I mean, she
literally.
Was sitting there. Now look, she was sitting there getting dressed. They on the montage.
Yeah.
Lady of Winterfell. I'm like, I literally don't fucking care. Y'all did not have to kill Daenerys to do this.
Right.
Y'all didn't. Daenerys would have gave it to her had they been.
They already had it. Daenerys didn't want the fucking North.
She didn't care.
And didn't she make a deal with Yara saying that Yara and the Iron Islands could be independent? She was going to be open to making deals with people. All she wanted was the world to be a better place.
And also, her and your brother go together.
Right.
That's a fucking bonus.
He was gonna be King Consort or whatever it's called. Like y'all were there. Y'all had everything. Y'all
there.
Had.
And the whole why I'm screaming. I said, "Where's this energy for Cersei? Where's this energy for Cersei? You ain't never conspired to do shit against Cersei, but now, the Dragon Queen's here. Oh my God!" I said, "You mad because she pretty too? You mad because you ain't the only pretty one no more?" That's literally what I said.
She was
like, girl,
pretty, powerful. You would never be able to
and got 2 dragons, and all the men love her.
Right. I feel like with Sansa, before Daenerys was a factor, I think Sansa had some hope that they would be able to defeat Cersei, and she could be like at least fight for the title of queen. But when Daenerys came in the picture, that was done. She had no chance, and she knew it, and that's what hurt her spirit. But I'm like, okay, well, fight for your secondary goal, the North. That's what you want control of. Be political, even if you got to be fake to do it. Like, pretend to be Daenerys' friend if you don't really want to be her friend. Right. But like the shade didn't make sense. It was not a politically smart move.
Off rip, never gave Daenerys a chance. Never gave Daenerys a chance.
None of the North did. They all side on her. I'm like, what's she doing to y'all? She could fight for y'all. She should be out there fighting for the throne. Is what she should be doing. Shit, there's pissing me off. And I'm like, we had time. Like until we started forcing Jon and them to go over the wall to get a White Walker for Cersei.
That was the stupidest plan of all time.
The whole show, that was the dumbest thing they ever did.
Already showed you she cannot be negotiated with. She does not care. So we did all that, lost the dragon, which helped the Night King, move his plans forward faster. And that was why everything happened. We could have avoided that, took the throne, and then
Night King was like, "Whoa, I ain't never had one of these."
Right.
Let me see what he can
do.
Right.
Oh my
this
God.
season 8 is the reason why I want to read. I can't wait for the books to come out.
No,
because it doesn't make sense when you break it down. It doesn't. And it started towards the end of 7.
Yep.
I got all. That is when everything did make sense until halfway after 7.
Yep.
That's when it started to get a little weird. That's how you knew they was ready to start cutting.
Beyond the Wall to me is when it stopped making sense.
Yep.
It stopped making sense when they went over the wall. Yes.
Yeah. That's when, and that just shouldn't have happened. There was no reason we should have negotiated with Cersei. We could just kill her. Right. That makes sense. I mean, I get it. Tyrion was the only one. I can understand. I really kind of can understand why he wouldn't want his sister dead, but she is evil. Right. He gave her every chance to stand down, to leave, to go live a life somewhere.
Oh no, the conversation between them two.
No, Tyrion was stepping for Cersei this season, and I'm like, nigga, she been trying to kill you your whole life. All of a sudden, you care about her.
You know her the best.
They dumbed Tyrion down so much the last 2 seasons. It's not even funny.
Now
he used to be the smartest person on the show and end up just being stupid.
Yeah, it was Arya, Jon, and Tyrion for me.
No,
yes, it was.
You know, but
Could y'all imagine if we listen? Could y'all imagine if we was all sitting at a table in person right now? I'm talking about the way we'll be like this.
Listen. We'll be on the floor. You know we'll be rolling, right?
I mean, I would literally be running. I would be running circles around the room right now. Because Tyrion, and what Daenerys literally said, she made you hand because of your intelligence, and he literally failed her like 4 times before he went and told Jon to kill her, and this nigga went and did it. I was like, what am I watching? Because it's not Game of Thrones,
right?
It's not Game of Thrones.
It got dumb. And
my thing is when Jon has grown up over the course of the show. When did he get this insecure where he needed this much approval from people and he literally barely ever gave a fuck in the first place? Like, he was sitting there. Tyrion told him to go kill Daenerys in so many words, and he went and did it. And I knew he was gonna do it.
Oh yeah,
listen.
I called it when they were still at King's Landing, and I kept saying it the whole few episodes. I said, "What if Jon just killed Daenerys?"
Listen, I was so special that Daenerys, I was going so hard for Daenerys that her dying was never a thought in my mind. I misunderstood that entire conversation. When they was telling Jon to go kill her, I thought he was trying to say, like, go throw your that you're the male Targaryen heir and say all that to her and try to take the throne from her. I didn't fathom that they were not going
to give me that satisfaction. They cut Lord Stark head off in the first season. I remember how traumatized I was.
When I went into that last episode, I said, all my enemies is dead. I said, I ain't got nothing to lose. I was so happy. I was like, it could have went a little better, but I'm like, Daenerys got it. It is what it is, just in the show. I didn't think she was going to die. I was at peace. I was cool.
Wow.
Once after 4, I knew she was going to die. I knew it. I said, this is Game of Thrones. They give you an inch and literally take a mile. They not finna give me that Arya killing the Night King and Daenerys on the Iron Throne. I knew they were not going to give me both. And I was like, everybody already told me, Mishon, you ain't gonna like the ending. I'm like, it ain't no way. They're there. I know they're not going to give me that.
That's what I was saying too.
And when she was in the throne room, and when she was in the throne room, I was like, please sit on the throne, because if you don't sit on it, you ain't gonna never get to sit on it. When she finally touched it, I was like, oh, at least she got to touch it. And when she turned around, I said, why you won't sit on the throne? She never got to sit on the Iron Throne. Yep. Even when she was staring at it.
So
I said, can you walk a little faster, Daenerys?
Everybody kept saying, you're not going to like the ending. I'm like, huh. So I thought after I watched 5, it was just because, she burnt everybody turned on Daenerys. I'm like, okay. I can see why people would be mad and maybe not like her or whatever. But I was like, I don't care about none of that. Damn them people. Because then the same people that whipped Cersei cheeks through the street, that was throwing rocks and cutting and cheering for Lord Eddard's head to be cut off, they was doing all types of stuff. Like, I don't root for them. The King's Landing needed to be exterminated and just restarted. I'm sorry.
Absolutely.
Them people are horrible. They're just a raging mob that goes along with whatever we doing today. We fucking up Cersei. We cutting off Ned's head. Let's do that. You know what I mean? They're just terrible. Like, I'm sorry.
This was my thing. So all the fuck ups was Varys' storyline. His character, he got a little weird. Tyrion got stupid. Jon got stupid.
Yep.
Jorah will remain consistent to the end. Don't play with him. Dad servicing his queen. Okay. Sam, consistent to the end. Maester Tarly, don't play with him. No, but they got stupid with Jon, Varys, Tyrion, and Daenerys, the same lady who was abused by men her whole life, heavy on her brother. Then went through everything she went through. The same lady who they would literally have to tell her, like, hey, you're going to have to start killing people at some point. Yeah. This is the same lady that didn't care about burning women and children, that was just walking down the street, minding their business.
Right.
That Daenerys burning down King's Landing, once she did that, that's literally when I said Jon is going to kill her.
Mm-hmm.
When them bells rang,
like that.
We were like, okay, go for Cersei. You want Cersei so bad.
I was
don't burn Cersei
the whole time.
Never did it.
Never did
it. Never did it.
That was all I wanted.
Dumb. This is dumb. But you're gonna burn down the whole King's Landing.
Look.
Wait.
Tamaj, wait. This is Cersei in the highest tower. This is Daenerys burning the whole King's Landing, tearing it up. Okay, I mean, because when she first got there, I call them harpoons, even though they scorpions. Right. I was like, get all the harpoons. That's the first thing you do. Okay, she did all of that. And we hadn't seen Arya in a while. So when the Maester would come talk to Cersei, I'd be like, is that the Maester or is that Arya? He was like, she took out almost all of them. And then he came back and was like, she took out all of them and basically everybody dead. And I was like, okay, so now that all the harpoons is taken out and we know they can't kill Drogo now, go get Cersei. Oh, but no, what did she do? I'm gonna burn everybody alive. I'm gonna burn everybody alive. I mean, it was having a good time.
Yeah, she was. She snapped.
I mean, she really was raging on them people. And I was like, this is
it was too drastic.
Seasons of character development go.
Hot garbage.
This is not Daenerys. She just watched them cut Missandei head off. That would have made me take out the harpoons and fly right to Cersei Tower.
Soldiers, and everything. And then Cersei, yes. It was terrible. They just completely lost track of Daenerys' character, and like never. She had only ever talked about killing evil people and rooting them out and ruling with love.
She didn't want to be queen of the ashes, and then she was queen of the ashes.
For no reason. Like it was too drastic of a change in writing. It doesn't make sense. I don't understand how they watched it themselves and said, yes, it's release. Like what?
I said, y'all, they made her a mother scorned so bad. They said, we're going to kill another dragon. We're going to cut. I said, y'all just say the kid a black girl. She ain't going to outlive the show. Right. They said, we're going to make her a mother and scorned. We're going to kill the dragon, cut Missandei head off. First of all, I was sick for Grey Worm.
Okay.
Sick.
Yeah. Yes.
And came across my mind that they captured her. When they killed Rhaegar,
that didn't make sense.
How did they even get her? First of all,
that's the first part. That's the first part.
Impossible.
She was on a freaking ship with Tyrion, and they jumped off. How did they get her? And say, "Oh yeah, this is Daenerys' right-hand woman in the first place." Know that she's somebody important.
Impossible.
Right.
We was hot about that. Okay?
Oh my god.
We were so hot about that. Like, how they get that?
How?
Literally.
How'd you write that in?
Literally impossible. When I tell you, I was so mad. First of all, I'm watching it. There's dozens, however many ships. You don't know which one she's on. You're not on the dragon in the sky and can see which one she's on. And y'all on the other side of a doggone mountain. You don't know where she at. The ships go. Tyrion jump in the water. And Grey Worm was looking for her as everybody watching up on the beach like Missandei. And I'm like, yeah, where's she at? Like, did she drown? I'm like, where's she at? Cut the scene. I saw hands and shackles. I said, I know that ain't Missandei. I said, I know that ain't. I saw the curly. I said, how?
That's exactly.
I said, I know you lying because
how? Explain it to me how.
The Night King couldn't even did that.
Right?
How?
It was bad. It was bad. I was snapping. Those last 3 episodes, I was in complete rage. After Daenerys died, I didn't say a word. I couldn't.
You didn't.
I was just
no. When after them first 3 episodes, when I tell you, I was so quiet. Like, first of all, I couldn't even eat anything. After them first 3, after the Night King was there, I said, "Oh, I could eat some." Okay, And then I sat there and I had me a nice big rice bowl. And half the time I was just like, because I'm like really listening to what they saying.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking stuff in my head. But I'm like, what?
Yeah. It's
what
not even. Yeah.
What am I watching?
How do we get here? Wait a minute. Like
literally,
I was
what am I watching?
appalled. Like I was appalled with what I was watching. I'm like, this ain't. I was yelling at everybody. Like it just, it didn't make sense.
Yeah. We all had offense to it.
Yeah.
I literally was personally attacked. I swear.
I was beat up.
The only thing they got right was Arya.
I was going so hard for Daenerys.
I kept saying if they kill certain people, I was literally gonna throw my laptop out the window or just jump through the screen myself. I was so for real. Arya really would have been the nail in the coffin. Like, what y'all not gonna do is play with her. That's what I literally was like, I need an Arya Stark t-shirt. How do I not have anything Game of Thrones other than a book? And I was like, I'm gonna need for George to finish them last two, whatever he's working on, because I'm not reading them until the other ones come out. And I add them to the collection.
It's a rumor. It's supposed to be out at the end of the year. That's the rumor.
Oh.
So remember, Jon is still laid out at Castle Black.
Mm-hmm.
That's where they are.
And that's where they could have left his bitch ass. That's where they could have left his bitch ass. Right there at Castle Black.
And that's my problem. Like, they want to do a sequel or whatever, but I can't look at these characters the same. I don't want to see Tyrion and Jon like this in this manner. Like, they ruined it.
Doing a sequel. I'm sure it's still not gonna watch it.
Yeah, they're talking about the Jon Snow
Let me tell you something. They sitting at the table having a weak ass small council meeting. I said, I don't give a fuck about this goddamn meeting.
Yeah.
I didn't care about nothing.
Yeah.
It's so frustrating.
I didn't care about nothing after Daenerys died. You couldn't say shit to me.
Thank you.
The only thing that almost got a reaction was Bran the Broken. I'm like,
I didn't.
Bran the Broken.
No, and mind you,
how did he get to decide what happened? He was a prisoner. How did he get to decide anything?
Everybody get the vote.
No. First of all, there should never been a vote. The Dothraki lost their Khaleesi. They should have murdered everybody. Like,
yeah, you're right.
They just disappeared.
That was not like Grey Worm at all. Grey Worm is sitting there being diplomatic after he just watched Missandei get her head cut off and Jon stabbed Daenerys in the heart.
Right, and just earlier, a few scenes ago, he was cutting up heads. Like,
right.
In the name of his queen, but now she dead, and Drogon don't want to kill Jon. Grey Worm don't want to kill him. The Dothraki just went back to no man's land.
What kind of stupid mess was that?
Let me tell you something with Drogon.
Where's Team Daenerys here? Like, is it just me? Like, nobody gonna avenge my queen?
I'd have lied and said she got on Drogon and left.
No. Let me tell you something. I don't even know how they found out she got stabbed in the heart because Drogon took her and left.
Exactly.
And then when they cut the scene, I'm like, how the hell do y'all know that?
Right.
And this is my thing. First of all, her and her kids are connected. We know that. She could think about them and they will pull up. Yeah. That's literally happened before. So as soon as Jon stabbed her and Drogon started screaming, I said, oh, come eat Jon. Come fuck this nigga up. I'm like, who? He come up there and he melts the Iron Throne because he think the Iron Throne is because it was a chair of swords is what's that. I said,
I was in complete shock. I couldn't form a thought.
I knew they were going to play. That is the definition of playing in our face. I knew they was going to play in my face when Drogon got up there and was just looking at him and screaming. I said, he ain't going to eat him. And then he turned and melted the throne. I said, I don't give a
I think every function of my body stopped working. I was just stuck. With tears rolling down my face and my jaw just open. Like, I couldn't say anything. Like, nothing. I just was appalled. Like, I just did not see it coming. I'm probably like the only one, but it
was like they knew this was trash and they wanted to see your response and laugh in your face.
Yeah,
they literally was like, I'm finna play in millions upon millions of people's face. I feel like playing in people's face.
But I don't understand as a writer how I would feel satisfied ending a character like that. There was no justice there. What did I just write this character for 8 seasons for? Like, just to end it like this.
They did good for 8.5.
And then when they had her talking on the steps like she was a dictator, talking about she was going to take Winterfell and all that.
And like, usually for some reason, the subtitles was automatic whenever she would start speaking Valerian or like whatever. Mm-hmm. This ain't got no subtitles. I was like, I don't know what the hell she's saying.
Really?
He was cutting up though. I said, "Oh, look, I'm sitting there and I don't know what she said." I said, "Oh, she cutting up." I said, "You cutting up in the language made up." I'm talking about y'all finna sniff niche. I said, "Oh, she cutting up."
Oh my God!
Literally, she was cutting up. I knew Jon was gonna kill her the second them bells rang, and that meant supposedly, even though Cersei would have never gave up in the first place. When they rang them bells, that was supposed to mean that we surrender. Yeah. And when she was on Drogon and was like, "Let's go," I said, "Jon is gonna kill her."
Okay, and I've seen people point out the fact that in season 2, Davos said he never known bells to mean surrendering when they got attacked at King's Landing the first time. So that was a contradiction right there.
The bells mean the enemy is here. Everybody run.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
That was a contradiction.
Did y'all catch it? Like, I know Daenerys and Jon was close, but this is my thing. Jon had to take off his weapons and give them to y'all to go talk to Tyrion in the room, but he ain't have to take off nothing to go in the throne room where Daenerys was at. Did y'all catch that, or was that just me? Because it literally made me mad.
We only watched it once.
Him stabbing his auntie. See, I'm mad. I'm fresh. Him stabbing his auntie in the chest is so disrespectful.
Yeah.
What was the point of even literally his whole Targaryen thing that was so amazing and mind-blowing literally means nothing now because the bloodline still ends with him.
Yeah, and it was so bad. I feel like they
like everything that was so mind-blowing, y'all said no.
Yep.
Take it, give
and
it
on
back.
Top of that, they said the whole series that Jaime being the Kingslayer was like the worst thing you could be. That was the worst title to have. And then they go and make Jon a Queenslayer. I'm like, how to butcher 2 characters in 30 seconds? This is terrible.
Oh, they butchered Jaime.
Oh yeah, let's talk
all
about
the way down.
We can talk about Jaime.
First off, they gonna have him hit it and quit it with Brienne.
It blew me off. Brienne, first of all, when Brienne was crying, I'm like, he don't even deserve your tears. Like, I was so mad.
I'm like,
Brienne,
really?
Didn't they have him talk some trash about how he never cared for the people in the first place? Ain't that why he killed the doggone Mad King? Was to protect the people? They just murdered this dude. And I always thought, because we were looking at lore, there was something called the Valancourt or something like that in the books, where it was supposed to be like a younger brother would rise up and kill Cersei. So all this time I'm thinking like, yeah, okay, Arya, she gonna take Jaime's face. He gonna go back. She gonna take Jaime's face, and then he gonna kill Cersei, and it's gonna be Arya. Yeah. That's what I was thinking a lot.
That's what should have happened.
Then he goes back to doggone Cersei and holds her, and then they get pummeled by some bricks, and it's an open space.
Wait. The day after she sent somebody to go kill him and Tyrion.
Yeah,
dude. And why do they have doggone Jerome out there like that, man? Trying to act like.
Why does?
Why they got Jerome acting like he gonna kill Jaime and Tyrion?
Jerome was a punk too. They boo-booed on everybody.
Oh my God.
Straight boo-boo.
No, I'm still mad at Bran from saving Jaime from getting burnt up by the dragon. I'm still mad about that.
Oh, yeah.
Like, save yourself.
And you've been done. Literally. Bran was supposed to have been done with all of this. Yeah. Okay, cool. Yeah. You were supposed to have been done.
Oh he was mad because he ain't never getting paid. That was
wait, let me tell y'all something. You could have not ever in life got me to guess that Bran would be running Highgarden.
Right.
Never.
Granny, the Master of Coin now, something like that?
Yes, and the Master of Coin.
They just start writing anything at the end.
We even know how to count good.
I've seen some people complaining about Sam too, because they was like, it takes like years upon years to become a Grand Maester. Exactly. Like he surpassed everybody. I get he's friends with a lot of them, but like it's like we don't care about none of the rules no more. Like all these rules y'all got ingrained in us for 7 seasons, just throw them out the window for season 8.
Yeah, because all of a sudden you're right. Sam was the Grand Maester. Like, hold on, time out. It takes time to get them changed.
Right. Like, what did he know about the world? He was at the wall.
Right. Everybody else dead. So
yeah.
I'm mad about.
And then Jon's punishment is getting sent to the wall. The wall is burnt down. Like it's nothing. And then his friends run it at that. He chose to go to the wall willingly. That's That's not a punishment.
They do the dumb shit and then say the dumb shit that they did. Like when Daenerys was talking about how, like, no, for real. Like how Daenerys said she made Tyrion a hand because of his intelligence. Jon said, there's still a Night's Watch. Who the fuck are y'all looking for? All the White Walkers are gone.
Right.
Who are y'all looking for? What is the Night's Watch
There's
for?
not even a wall. Didn't he burn most of that down?
Thank you. Mind you, then when he go there, Tormund is there. I'm like, no, fuck you. You don't deserve no friends. You just killed Daenerys. Like, I'm mad.
Where is the justice? I'm sick. Who is avenging Daenerys?
No,
I was appalled. Like,
I can't believe Grey Worm
I'm ready
did
for
not
fire
kill
and
Jon.
blood.
I cannot believe that. First of all, Drogon and Grey Worm not killing Jon blew my mind.
Grey Worm failed me. The Dothraki Team Daenerys fell apart. Everybody gave up on the queen. I'm like, because nobody.
First of all, the Dothraki don't listen to nobody.
No.
The Dothraki have never left their continent before. Right. Ever. In the history of ever. Nobody could have ever. Let me tell you, the shit that Daenerys did, nobody in life could have ever done. Okay? Nope. Her and Arya, them two, period. Them are the only two people that were irreplaceable in the show that did shit couldn't nobody else do.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
She brought the Dothraki across the narrow sea, freed 2 whole cities. She had 3 dragons just for her to get stabbed by her nephew in the chest when she finally get in the throne room.
Listen.
Right.
I said, like, I was like,
I just didn't completely buy into the whole, this was always planned for Daenerys. I'm like, I don't know about that because
no one, because y'all built her up too good.
You built her up too good. I believe she'd be more of a hope. I know she had a temperament. Like, she did have bad impulses, but
she didn't even have a temper. This is the same lady that locked up her dragons because one child died. And her dragons were wasting away, literally dying.
That's what I'm saying. It's such a bad contradiction.
Tyrion let
her
dragons out.
A lot of contradictions.
The same lady that locked up her dragons and were letting them waste away and die because they burnt one child is the same lady that just killed thousands of women.
It wasn't even the one that burnt the child. It was the 2 that they had nothing to do with it.
Thank you.
I know. That was the crazy part.
I was like killing lady.
Syrian and Rainbow was a good kid.
It was like killing lady in the first season with Cersei had one of Sansa's dog Wolf to get killed.
She named the right one Drogon, okay? Because I'm happy he outlived the show. And then it pissed me off. Bran was like, any sign of Drogon? They was like, last we saw, he flew east. It's all right, I'll look for him. I'm like, nah, fuck you, leave him alone.
But there's rumors that Daenerys is going to be resurrected by the Red Priestess in Marine. That's what it is about.
You know, I said that when Drogon took her and flew away. I said, somebody better be bringing her the fuck back because I'm mad. Like,
no, for real. But see, the thing that makes me mad.
I couldn't believe in my mind that a show this good would let me down in the end. I said, somebody finna bring her back. Somebody bring her back. Even though I knew it, because I'm like, it ain't that much of the show left. It's only a few minutes, Michonne. I said, where Drogon taking her?
The thing is, too, like, even if she came back, that's really gonna start a Mad Queen arc. But then she got to try to re-rally all her forces because nobody knows where the Dothraki went. The Unsullied went to wherever Missandei's from, and like for her to try to recoup everything that she's lost and go try and take the 7 kingdoms, 6 kingdoms, whatever. Like that, it wouldn't be anything but a bloodbath. And is that really an enjoyable story? Like, do I just want her to come back to kill everybody or try to kill everybody and they got to kill her again? Like,
let me say something.
They ruined her. It's too late.
Y'all made that fucked up bed, lay in it. Don't bring her back. I'm mad forever. You should have did it right the first time. You do not have the #1 show in the world.
This is my pitch to get y'all to read the books. There is a character
I'm gonna read them.
That has died a horrible death that comes back in the books and is ruthless.
I got all the books that's out. I got all the books that's out, but I'm not reading them until George released them last one.
And somebody told me, like, no, it's too. It gave me chills. I was like, oh my God.
This is the only show that I would love to see a remake.
Redo it.
Redo it.
At least from season 5, 6. No, 6 was good.
Do y'all think Amelia Clark would do it? Do y'all think Amelia Clark would do it?
No, she already said.
Because I don't think so. Yeah.
Somebody asked her if she watched House of the Dragon. She's like, I'm kind of done with all that.
They ruined it for her.
Like they interviewed her when season 8 was coming out, and it was her and a couple other actors, and they asked them how did they feel about season 8, and they like rolled their eyes at it, and they was like, this is the best season ever.
Yeah, and then they asked her too if she was going to be in like the Jon Snow sequel, if there was a possibility Daenerys would be resurrected, and she basically was like, I'm not interested in coming back. She's like, they didn't call me and I didn't ask, and so she's not.
Yeah,
she's not interested.
Horrible.
It took a long time for me to even get over that doggone season, man. I'm telling you. And that was like 5 years ago. That was like 5 years ago.
Yeah, the actress that plays Sansa, she defends season 8. She's like,
what? Yeah, bitch, because you're
Queen of the North. That's why.
Bitch, you're thriving.
You're the only one happy.
Right.
No, and it killed me too. As Varys is steady writing them letters, Jon Snow is Rhaegar Targaryen's son. He burnt that letter, put in the thing, took his rings off because he already knew they was coming to get him, boy.
Mm-hmm.
I said.
And you know what was stupid? And well, I won't say Tyrion, I'll say what's his real name? Peter
Dinklage.
Peter Dinklage. He was like, yeah, so the Night King come, he can resurrect the dead, and you send all the women and children in the crypt where there are dead people. How smart is that?
That was pretty funny. See,
no, he can only resurrect dead people he killed. I thought he can only bring
people too.
He resurrected them people in the crypt. Remember?
He did, but I didn't know he could do that. I thought it was just people he killed too. Right. But I just didn't think of it either for some reason. I'm like, but that does make sense.
Were killed by his White Walkers though.
So the people in the crypt have just been dead forever.
Dead Starks.
They're like the old Starks.
He didn't bring back no old Starks.
Yes, he did. The women and stuff that was in the crypt, those was old Starks that he raised.
Yeah.
Up. So Lyanna came up out the grave. And, all of them people.
Rickard, all of them.
The first Rickon, all of them people.
The ones that was killed in King's Landing, they came back.
It was a real Stark reunion. Everybody was
together. For real.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a creepy scene too.
Mm-hmm.
That is beyond disrespectful. I thought that those were White Walkers busting through the walls. I literally said, oh my God, they made it to the cribs. Now the White Walkers is trying to get in.
That was the Starks.
That is so
crazy. Everybody.
Why won't y'all let Lyanna rest? All y'all do is talk about this lady. When Viserys finally, once Arya got the Night King and Viserys fell, I said, ooh, now that baby could finally rest. They just won't let Lyanna rest. They done talked about her the whole show. All of this mystery.
Got her story wrong. Telling all these rumors and lies. I'm like,
lying about it, yeah.
All this literally for 8 seasons since the beginning. All of this talk about Lyanna, and then you raise her from the dead. If you don't let that lady rest, I did not know that. I thought those were White Walkers busting through the walls. I literally said in my reaction,
nope. Starks.
Oh my, I'm even more mad. You ain't had nothing to do with that, sir. I am so mad.
Yep.
This season gets no love.
Yeah, it gets no love from me.
Yeah. I had not looked at anything Game of Thrones. People like, can you react to this on the show?
It's hard. It's hard.
The only thing that I recently watched, it was on Twitter, was like a tribute video to Daenerys, and I almost cried. I was like, I can't do it. It was so well put together, showing her whole journey and everything she was saying, and all the hope. I just couldn't do it.
Her best scene ever was when she told him she understood what he was saying, and she burnt all of them to the ground.
Oh, I love that scene. I was like, I remember reacting to it. I'm like, I'm pretty sure Daenerys knows what he's saying. I'm like, but she wasn't reacting. So I'm like, okay. I called it. I was like, Daenerys knows exactly what he's saying. But she's good at because she hear all type of words. You're not about to offend her. That's like, I don't care if people talk about me because I don't know you. I don't care what you're talking about. Like, your words don't mean nothing to me. And that's how she was. And she kept it cool and she outsmarted them. I loved it. Her character was so perfect to me. Like, I absolutely love her. And they just ruined it at the end. Like, I was so devastated. Like, I've never been that hurt and unsatisfied and unsettled over a TV show in my whole life. Like, honestly, like, there's not many shows I can say that I watched that disappointed me that bad. And I asked my people, I said, why did y'all vote for this? I was good before all this.
It was like I was in mourning, man. I couldn't take it. I didn't want to watch nothing to do with it. I was in mourning. I couldn't.
I'm happy I'm done because I'm not watching nothing until House of the Dragon season 2 come out. And after that, I'm not watching nothing. Nada. I'm not watching nothing. I'm done with this universe. I'm never rewatching it. When I tell you I'm more mad about the ending of Game of Thrones than I am about Glenn's death in Walking Dead, and everybody already know it.
That's saying something. That's saying something.
Me too.
I literally
said
that says a lot.
I'm talking about I was literally on the floor. I was beating on the walls. Like, and then I'm talking about like crying. Like, I am so genuinely mad because you don't get to beat me down the whole show and then be like, we about to bring it home. Psych, no, we not.
Yep.
And not only did you pull the rug out from under me, you took back everything that made sense in the past that ain't even got nothing to do with this.
Exactly.
Like, you couldn't just pull the rug up from under me. You had to take back all the character development with you.
Like, I'm a firm believer it is not bad and it's not fan service to give people what they want.
Exactly.
Like, especially when you've been building a story a certain way. Like,
and if you don't give me what I want, it better make sense. That's what I always say.
Right.
At the very least.
Don't go back on who, like with Morgan on Fear. How is Morgan, this man who's always had a moral compass, even though he struggled with his mental health extremely? We all know Morgan fell off the deep end a few times. This man that lost his child is participating in kidnapping children.
Wow.
Yeah, that was terrible.
That
every character involved.
Y'all could have had anybody do that, but like, no, you don't even have to give me what I want, but it better make sense.
The butchering in that show was bad. At the final season.
Well, we never watched it anyway.
Don't watch it.
I never watched. I always say this. I never watched Fear, and then when Lenny got announced for the crossover, I said, "Damn!" And I had to go binge 4 seasons to go catch up. And then I was spotty ever since, and I have missed like the last 2 seasons. Like, I'm not finished.
What I will say about Fear, I love the characters in Fear, but the story does not make sense. The writers, they worse than
the only
D&D.
thing that's
it's another duo of writers and they just butcher it. And people were telling me they butchered another show before.
The only thing I've always liked since the very beginning of Fear was Coleman Domingo, and I have made that known the whole time. Him, love Coleman Domingo down. Love him.
I think we watched the first episode because we thought we mixed it up. We thought it was actually The Walking Dead. Mm-hmm. And I was watching and I was like, what's wrong with this? I was like, turn it off. I'm not gonna watch this. And then we found out that we was watching the wrong one. I was like, yes. Mm-hmm. We didn't know. We didn't go any further than that. But
y'all ain't missing nothing. Don't waste your time. Because let me say something. I'm happy Rick and Michonne is about to come out February 25th because Game of Thrones didn't abuse me for the last time. I don't tolerate emotional abuse, and I just want to let y'all know that I'm done with Game of Thrones. I am laying Game of Thrones to rest, and I am so happy because Rick and Michonne come out February 25th, and that's about to feel.
Michonne, I'm right there with you. I had to explain to everybody, like, I need time. They kept like react to this. I said, I don't have the energy no more. Like, I lost it.
I know that's right. Yeah.
I lost it. I was at a high. Like the season 6 and 7 put you on a high, and then like we got to binge it. So, like, I'm at a high right now, excited for what's about to come, and they just beat me all the way down. Like, they took everything I had emotionally, physically. I couldn't take it. I changed my name on Discord and everything. I was Marge the Broken. Like, I couldn't do it. Like, I was done with everything.
Just the way I never get over, the way that I get over, and my thing is, y'all had her go out that way.
Right.
Out of all the ways for her to go out, even if y'all would have killed her differently. But still, like, I don't think she should have died at all. They added nothing to the story. Absolutely nothing.
It wasn't a possibility in my mind. I was
up until this point when Game of Thrones killed people. It added to the story.
Wait, Michonne, you can't not show us your reaction to it. So go ahead and put it on the screen because I need
to what?
to the Daenerys scene. I just need to see it.
I can't even remember how we reacted.
Okay, let me see.
How
do I?
Because I got to go to work, y'all.
All the way down in the chair.
Y'all want to know the death that impacted Shimano the most, though?
Who?
Is when Lady Mormont killed the giant.
I was literally just finished. I swear to God, 30 before we just started talking about Daenerys again, I was finna say, so we're not gonna talk about Lady Mormont because she was like,
shout out to her.
She told Jorah, I'm fighting cousin.
Yes.
Good luck.
Oh my God.
Out.
I was so hurt. And then I was happy at the same time because how she went out. I was so happy and proud of her. And I was like,
I was too. She said there's 45 of us. She was like, I'm fighting. She's like, I gotta represent the people. I don't care what you doing. But cousin, I got this. I'm in this. I don't know where you've been at.
She answered the call. I loved her.
When I saw Lady Mormont grab that dragon glass, I said she's first of all
business.
No, first of all, I forgot about the giant. First of all, next thing you know, they cut to the castle and he busting through the gate. I said, I forgot about him.
Yeah.
And when she grabbed that dragon glass, I said, she gonna get him, but also she gonna die. And when he first picked up and squeezed her, I said, yeah, she over with. But when she got that, I said, yes. I felt so bad though, but I was like, she went out exactly the way she wanted to.
That's the way to go out.
She did not have to fight.
Yeah.
But she went out on her own terms.
Yeah.
Oh, y'all knew a cool fact that somebody told me too. Battle of the Bastards. You know how there was only like 40 something of them. They was fighting with Jon or whatnot, but I guess when the castle was stormed, I guess by Ramsay and them. No, Ramsay already had to control the castle. I'm sorry. I guess some of Lady Mormont's people got in, and the shield that Jon used to block Ramsay's arrows, it was one of Lady Mormont's people. Yeah, so it's basically her few people did matter in that fight.
No, for real. Jon. She stepped and she did her part.
Her and her people showed up and showed out always. I rocks with them.
I got a Bear Island shirt too. How's Mormont shirt?
I rocks with them.
No, you know what I didn't like too? After the war was over and Tormund was drunk and he started hyping up Jon, calling him the king and all that other stuff. And I'm like, Daenerys has been flying Drogon the whole time doing all of that. Jon was on the dragon for
Don't get me
one
started
day.
on the Daenerys disrespect. I called everybody out. We fucked up Daenerys shit the whole series. I kept saying every season, so I'm like, why we got to start every season?
Oh yeah, y'all did y'all know about the Starbucks scene? Well, that scene right there, they were so lazy this season. There was a freaking Starbucks cup.
Yeah,
on the doggone
table. Somebody showed me that a while ago. Before it might have been before I watched the show. I didn't know what happened, but they literally just cropped and was like,
I think it was Jack. Jack showed us the cup.
And then there was a bottle of water in the final episode when they was trying to decide who's gonna run the kingdom. There was a bottle of water in somebody's chair. I said these jokers just did not care.
I mean,
they didn't care.
That's a shame.
Horrible.
They said the check still cleared though. That's
they better not never get another job, and I mean that.
They did. They were supposed to be doing. It was supposed to be doing a Star Wars movie or something like that, but it fell through after.
As it should. Y'all can't control nothing. Y'all can't write nothing.
And this is my thing as a writer.
Y'all banned from writing letters. Y'all can't do nothing.
Thank you. This is my thing too. As a writer, you don't have to have the dream of doing a big show, but when you're a writer. You're a writer and you're a writer specifically for television. You want a big show to get the fucking bag, right?
Absolutely.
This is a dream. And y'all was like, oh no, it's Game of Thrones. I mean, just like it's not Game of Thrones. Like, what are we doing?
I know, and I was asking people questions. I'm like, how did the writer's room let this happen? They was like, there ain't no writer's room. They was like, it's just two people writing. I said, what? I'm used to The Walking Dead. We got a writer's room, and we know all of them people. I can call them all by name.
Especially for that last episode, they wrote it themselves. Nobody else was in there, especially for that last episode.
They didn't have nobody to tell them that this was a bad idea. I'm like, they didn't let their mama, their grandma, somebody that was a fan read it. Nobody, no executive read this. Everybody looked at this and said, like, yeah, this is great. Go ahead and do it.
This was supposed to be the greatest show of all times.
And they dropped the ball. Them literally, I will still take the entire show, but 8, 4, 5, and 6 garbage.
Yeah. It got to end when Daenerys setting sail. I'm like, oh, I want.
Yeah, when she setting sail to come to King's Landing and we come to Dragonstone. That's when
the show ends.
I'll watch it up until then again.
There was a few people as I was reacting kept saying that. They was like, well, the show ends here. Good luck.
No, I watched it up again till Arya killed the Night King. That
I was about to say that.
If I could just bottle the feeling that I felt when Arya killed the Night King, let me tell you, I be feeling so bad. Why I be feeling bad hyping up other shows? Like I be feeling so bad, but no. This is literally the best television I have ever
It was peak.
seen. Like how I was prepared. I was going in prepared to hate the whole 6 episodes. So for them to do me like that for the first 3, I said, okay, so now I know what's about to go down here.
And I tried to tell Michelle yesterday. I said, she was like, I'm gonna watch them all right before the park. I said, maybe do half of them today.
No.
I was like, she was like, no, I need to do them all. I said, all right, but I'm like, there is some good stuff in there. I was like, it's not all bad, but I'm like,
let me say something.
Really do the first. I was trying to.
But it's like the bump off is so much.
It's steep.
It's so drastic. It's traumatizing. Like I couldn't recover. I haven't truly
talked about
the
writing in TV that you had ever seen, and then it was just like.
And literally, most of the episodes of Game of Thrones are movies.
Yeah,
movies.
Yeah,
peak quality. I mean, and everything was on point. I mean, as far as cinematography, music, acting, all of that stayed the same. It was the writing.
Yes.
Like Amelia played the hell out of all her scenes, even though the writing for it was trash.
Right.
But they all gave it 100%, and that's what sickens me. Like,
like Lenny and Fear. Fear is garbage.
Actors are great.
Yeah.
Actors, everything else is great. It's just the writing was horrible.
How do you go from? I know it's so me. Let me tell you something. I know they don't do it. I know they don't do it on the internet. They don't post about it. But I know writers all over the industry was talking big shit when they came out. I could have did better than that shit. What was I know writers all over the
industry had to.
I did. I said I think I could have wrote that better.
We all could have wrote that better. Come on now. Because I'm going to give you what you want. I'm going to give you what you need.
Okay.
Like, why was the doggone White Walkers forming them symbols in the ground? We don't know. We never found out about them symbols.
They never answered
nothing.
That.
Whole bunch of stuff.
Oh my! The one with the boy on the wall.
Yeah.
Remember that?
Yes, the Umbers.
I said one thing about Game of Thrones. They do not.
And that was what they could have used Bran for, to fill in the gaps and some lore if we had more time. Yeah. You know what I mean? To go back and truly understand it.
The symbol's been around since the first episode. Never explained it.
And I'll never forget my reaction to the first episode. It just
irritates me because they had everything right there. All the pieces they need to put this puzzle together, and they just was forcing pieces together. Like, this is not how you do a puzzle.
You didn't even, if y'all didn't have no time, okay, that's cool. You could have just did all the good shit. You had, because look what y'all did in 1, 2, and 3. Y'all did a lot in 8, 1, 2, and 3.
Yeah. But it's like they did have time. They took 2 years, y'all said. Like,
2 years.
You had the time.
Let me tell you something. I could have wrote 8, 4, 5, and 6 that would have had everybody wearing crowns for the next 2 years talking about Queen Daenerys, okay?
No, for real.
And I'm so mad. I'm happy Jaime and Cersei died, because I was really gonna throw my laptop out the window if Jaime and Cersei would have still been alive. But the way that they died, I'm like, no, that was not enough.
I hated the way she died. I wanted her to suffer. I wanted her to die slow. I wanted her to feel.
They know they wrong for not giving it to Arya. They know they wrong.
Very wrong. Arya, Cersei has been on Arya's list since day one.
Yes.
Yep.
And for them,
I used to go to sleep saying the names. I used to be so mad back in the day.
Mine's always on that list.
We was down so bad in season 3 and 4. I was going to bed saying the names.
We were down so bad. And Arya literally got everybody on their list. The Hound was the only one that redeemed himself. And I really did like the Hound in the Mountain. That was crazy. Him and his brother, because I forgot that was his brother. That was crazy. When he stabbed him in the head, I said, okay, he still ain't dead. What we gonna do? He said, come on, we both about to die.
Right.
So I like that. That was crazy. But I was like, so you mean to tell me that Jon escorting his wildling friend Tormund to the north is more important than Daenerys being alive? Him going back to the wall. Well, like, what are we doing with the time that we have? We are not using it effectively.
Jon was my top character, but he should have died after he killed Daenerys. That was the only fair way to do
my top character since the first episode.
And that's the only spinoff I want, and the only spinoff I need. Arya going to the west, and I want her to find a black civilization.
Arya,
that's what I want. Find me a Wakanda out there.
Wait, what you say? You want to go?
I said Arya going west is what I need. I said find me a Wakanda out there,
man.
Please, a beautiful black nation is what I need.
When they was talking to Arya, she was like, you know what's west of Westeros? That's where all the maps stop. That's where I'm going. Like. Arya literally, that is the only thing they got perfect. I'm talking about, but they should have had her use faces. Because the only time they had her use faces was one time when Littlefinger was playing them games at the house, and that was it.
Who was uncomfortable when she slept with my man?
Gendry. Oh my Wait.
Yeah.
Wait.
I was uncomfortable, man. I was uncomfortable.
Like, oh, baby girl,
I was
baby girl.
You still you like 11 to me, man. What are you doing?
Right? Because how old was she at this point? Like 15, 16, and Gendry was what?
No, I
about
think she was 18. I think she was legal. I think she was legal at this time.
Okay. I'd say she was like 16 and Gendry was like 18. So both my guesses was off. I just knew he was older than her.
But I was still like, oh no.
We watched her grow up. That's creepy.
Look,
Right.
That's the part I should have pulled up.
Yeah.
No, because she would keep going like, did you make my weapon? And I'm like, but I ain't say nothing. But when she had went down there again, and when she went down there, and obviously it's hot down there, I said, they showing his chesticles, you know, Gendry's swole, and he's sweating, and Arya would be looking. I said, why is she looking at Gendry like that? I knew it was gonna happen.
Yeah.
She kept going down there, and obviously she really did want her weapon is Arya, but the way she would be looking at him, and she kind of always did kind of look at him like that, kind of sort of. So I wasn't really surprised. That's why, but she was really looking like I said, why is she looking at Gendry like that? And then when she showed him she wasn't playing, I said,
right.
I said,
like, no.
I was like, no, you grew up so fast.
Okay.
I was uncomfortable.
It was like,
They could have kept that. They could have kept that. Michonne, show me that reaction because I got to go to work.
Oh my God.
I was supposed to be there now, but I was
What
like, you know what? We about to talk about this.
What part? Right before
Show
my
me
computer.
the loss of my queen.
Oh, that was the last episode.
Because I know you was cutting up.
Let me tell you something. I literally was so pissed off. It took me a few minutes to start crying because I was so mad. Because
I think mine was slow. Like I was in such shock. I didn't feel anything. Like I was just confused and lost and hurt and everything at once. And I'm like,
I laughed at you, Tomaj. I didn't mean to, but I knew it was coming.
Everybody said that. They say I feel so bad for laughing at you, but you were so hurt, and there was like it's so fun. I'm like,
oh my God.
I was trying to process what was happening because it didn't make sense. I knew all my enemies was dead. There was no way this was happening. Like,
we were all there too.
Yeah.
We all reacted the same way.
I was so sick.
I don't think I've ever watched anybody reaction to it because I can't look at it. I haven't looked at it again.
Yeah, it took me some years.
Look, I was so tired of Tyrion talking to John.
Now that it's not me, it's funny.
No,
right. Yeah.
I'm gonna start crying again because I'm so like
I cried, I stopped crying, and then I started crying again. I was so upset. I was like, I couldn't listen to what they were saying. Like I was like, there's no way. And I was about to turn it off, but I would have never looked at it again if I turned it off. So I was like, I got to keep going. Yeah. But I didn't have I couldn't say nothing. I was so drained. I was done. And everybody kept rushing me to watch the episode. They're like, watch it. I'm like, I'm like, all right, I'm gonna get to it because I was gonna go on vacation and everything. I'm like, I could watch it when I come back. No, I do it now.
Before your vacation,
I was destroyed. I didn't sleep that night. I was no good.
Oh my goodness, that's terrible. I
didn't post a reaction for a couple of days. I was like, yeah, no.
Oh, ain't nobody about to see this for a couple of weeks because
they played me.
Yeah, nah.
I told everybody played in my face, and they knew I was going for Daenerys so hard.
Game of Thrones played in my face for the last time. Tomorrow, we always talking about the audacity of these characters, the audacity of these writers to write this.
Yeah.
And say, this is how you end the greatest show ever. This is how you end it.
Like I said, no show has ever had me like this before. Like I got goblins, we got shirts, we got banners all over the doggone place. We got the each house banner and all that. Man, no, I got books. I don't read. I got books.
I don't read. That's how I am for The Walking Dead. Walking Dead can't never do me like that. Listen, Glenn was hurt. Herschel hurt me, but I'm like, at least they made sense to the story at the time. And I can hate. There was somebody I can hate for that. But you made in Game of Thrones, they're making me hate characters that I absolutely loved. Like that was conflicting.
They made you hate Jon. Like, how you gonna hate Jon?
Right. And I don't want to hate him, but I'm mad. I don't want to hate Tyrion, but I'm mad at him.
The good upstanding citizen Jon. Yeah. The same man who let wildlings through the Castle Black. That same man killed Daenerys.
Right. He's the queen slayer. Like how? How did this happen? How did we get here?
People have done way worse than that, and he's let them slide.
Because they had me. I was.
This is my thing. Having Daenerys burn down King's Landing literally is not her. This is not the character you developed for 8.5
They did that just so they had a reason to kill her, and I don't understand why they wanted to kill her so bad.
Right.
This lady, when she first came across the Narrow Sea, she could have pulled up and would have instantly hit King's Landing. But no, what did she do? She went to Dragonstone. Like, first of all, she could have been did that. She been listening to everybody. And they keep hurting her, keep hurting her, keep hurting her, keep hurting her. And
the way they took out the second dragon was stupid and dumb. I'll never.
The only one I let slide is Tyrion, because that.
Listen, I knew the dragons by name. That's how much I was on Team Daenerys. I knew everybody.
The reason I know the dragons by name.
Number 78 by name, and I know his story. He was over there in Marine. He was making love. I know all of them. Like,
no,
those are my people. I was going hard. I had my Targaryen shirt. It was fire and blood. I was ready. Y'all couldn't tell me nothing about Daenerys.
I know which dragon name is which. I always knew Drogon was the biggest one. I be calling him just Drogo. I always knew Drogon.
I used to call him Dracarys. I didn't know because, like, in the beginning of the show, they never said their name. So I'm like, all I kept hearing her say was Dracarys, and Drogon was always the one responding. So I'm like, oh, that must be Dracarys. So the whole series, I'm calling him Dracarys. People was like, why do you want to kill people so much? I'm like, what you talking about? I'm like, that's the dragon. They're like, oh no, that means rain fire. I was like, ain't nobody told me nothing.
Missandei's last words. I meant to talk about that earlier, but you just reminded me. Cersei was like, if you want to say if you got anything to say, you might as well say your last words now. And she said, Jakars. I said,
I was ready to fight when she said that, but they
went, hopped on a dragon, came back, and killed Cersei then. In the story.
That's what I thought. I was ready to fight.
I'm still stuck on going to get the White Walker for Cersei, and you pulled up on your dragon, scared the shit out of him. You could have pulled up in your car, stem right then and there, and this all would have been over with. I would have took that
the most unreasonable character in Game of Thrones. We literally sitting at Tyrion's trial trying to tell this lady Tyrion had nothing to do with Joffrey's death. She didn't want to hear nothing. And even when it got disproven, you still mad at Tyrion. He didn't do nothing. You mad because he killed Tywin when Tywin was gonna kill him, because of you. Like,
and she knows that.
She's just the most unreasonable character. You can lay out all the facts in her face, and she's gonna tell you she don't give a damn.
Yep.
Like,
let me tell you something. That's the best way I've ever heard Cersei described the most unreasonable. She is the definition of you can't tell me nothing.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, you can't. Okay. I was snapping when they said what the mission was to bring Cersei a White Walker. I'm like, why are you talking about negotiating when she should be dead? I'm her number one hater. I hate
No. I'm Cersei's number one hater, sir.
Listen,
I don't want to get lady.
Walder Frey, Ramsay, Cersei. I was suffering under their thumb for
them,
so
boy, what?
long.
Walder Frey, Cersei, and boy, what? First of all, every time I
was miserable. There was reactions, Michonne, where I wasn't talking. I was just so angry and fed up. My voice was cracked. I'm like, I can't watch this. One time I thought Sansa was finna die. I probably turned the show off. I was like, I can't do it. Everybody was like, turn it back on. I'm like, I can't watch another Stark now. They're doing me too bad.
Yeah.
This show had me suffering more than Jesus. I couldn't do it.
No, for real. Yeah. No, for real. And when people would be like, why you ain't watched it in like 3 months? I'd be like, I understand.
You're like, can you move a little faster? No. I can't.
It's literally
I need to recover. I'm going to bed saying these characters' names. I'm not right. I'm not well.
I used to call this show The Starks Go Through Hell. That was the name of this show for me for a minute. The Starks Go Through Hell.
No, for real.
I'm like, I should have started rooting for Jaime and Cersei in the beginning. I would have been happy, I guess.
Daenerys never got to live a life and be normal.
Being a Daenerys and a Stark fan was just torture in this whole show.
They didn't even get a reunion until season 6.
Right, and in season 6 and 7, we was getting our get backs, we was getting our dues, and I'm getting hyped. I'm like, this is our era, this is our time. We getting everybody. We taking out Walder Frey, and I'm like, oh, I am living. So we on the way to get Cersei. I was so hyped, and then they just destroyed me.
6 was before it started getting stupid.
Yeah.
6
was peak for me.
Yeah,
6 was peak.
6 was. Everybody that told me 6 was prime Game of Thrones. Yeah, they was in they bad.
Yeah,
they were
for sure.
It was rough when season 6 started, but they built us up. I mean, Arya was blind, Jon was dead, Daenerys was in chains by the adult. We was down bad at first, but the way they gradually built everybody up
and threw it in the garbage afterwards.
Y'all can't tell me nothing. I'm like, oh, we got this.
Hot garbage. Yes.
Drogon took Daenerys, but all of a sudden they know she got stabbed in the heart. What else happened?
I'm telling you, I would have lied. I said she just got on a dragon and went away. I don't know what happened to her. I don't lie.
That's what I thought he was gonna do. What else happened in season 8 that was stupid?
I mentioned Jaime hitting it and quitting it.
Yeah. You did.
Oh, Jaime. I wanted to say this about Jaime real quick because I've never liked Jaime. Because Jaime, he get on my nerve because he's not a good person, but he one of them people that act like he is. You have never been good. But this is my thing. Every now and then he'd just go out and he'd just do these little things, like just every now and then, like save Tyrion. When he sometimes save Tyrion, save Brienne, like stuff like that. But like you like her on the low. That's really why you did that. And the only reason
he knighted her. That was nice.
That was a good scene.
That was cool.
Oh, I love that for her.
I love Brienne's storyline.
Yeah,
that was great. I almost started crying.
She was a perfect character.
And for her finishing his part in the book, that was good too. I was like, okay.
And I was like, damn, girl, you gonna honor this man in death? Put all the other stuff he did in there. Put everything in there. That's what I was talking. I'm was mad. I
mad. Never liked Jaime, so yeah, I was completely disgusted the whole time. When he broke Brienne's heart, I was like,
that pissed me off, man.
That's what I expected from
the icing on the cake.
Oh,
let me tell you, the first episode he threw, and I'm still mad Bran ain't never tell. That it was Jaime this whole time.
Oh, he never did.
When Bran was sitting there and Sam was like, "What you doing out here?" Whatever. He was like, "I'm waiting on an old friend."
Yeah.
And when Jaime pulled up and he turned and he saw Bran,
I forgot about that.
Yeah,
I forgot about
Bran
that.
never told him. He was like, "Why you ain't tell?" He said, "Because you wouldn't have been able to help us." And I'm like, he's literally one person, but okay, he still should have got his. But it's all right because he died.
He didn't really do. What did he do that was detrimental to the course of the battle?
And I'm mad Tyrion when it said
all
him
he
free.
did was break Brienne's heart and leave.
No,
could have kept that.
I was so happy.
Broke her heart and left.
Yeah.
All this time, and she had already told me Brienne and Jaime because Brienne would be looking at him, but like Jaime genuinely never showed any I can't say never showed any interest because why is it 3 hot tubs and you getting in the one she in naked, sir? But mind you, he only ever been with his sister his whole life.
Right.
But so I don't like Jaime, and Brienne. I don't even feel like it. I know
Brienne brought the best out in him for sure.
Yes, he did.
He was a better character
but
around her.
But chose to go back, just like he said. He said,
"The roach in him just had him going back home."
Roach in him.
He told Brienne, "I threw a child out of a window for Cersei, and I'd do it again."
Yeah, he went back to Mother Roach, and it was over. I was like, you know what, y'all can burn together.
He literally, even if you didn't like him, you could see that they were doing a character arc with him, and then they just threw it out the window. I'm like, what?
Yeah, I just didn't care because I had Daenerys to worry about. And
right, even if you didn't care, you can see that he had a character arc.
I was talking about him the whole time because I hate him. I said I'm sick of him coming over here, always acting like he's on our side, knowing no matter what he will go back to Cersei. I say that every time Jaime's on the screen. I be so mad. And when he did it that last time, I was so pissed off. And then when Daenerys said, "We caught your brother trying to leave," I was like, yes. And then when Tyrion freed him, I said, "Y'all just won't let me have nothing."
Yeah. I forgot about that part too.
Yeah.
She literally.
I forgot about that part.
Let me tell you something. He went back to her the day after she sent somebody to kill him.
Mm-hmm.
Sent somebody to kill him. Bran said, "Hey, run it." Bran literally ran the bag up though. He's a finesser. Shout out to him because he got. If you gonna put yourself in them type of situations, that's what you're supposed to do. Get something out of it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And that's what he did. Okay. Bran played his cards very well. I don't like Bran because he be taking stuff out on innocent people, and it be Bran be like the Hound. Once he got right, he got all the way right. He ain't go back.
He did.
But Bran goes back and forth. So
yeah, he did what was in the best interest of Bran. He was a selfish character, but it just happened to benefit us most of the time.
And I can't believe he made it
helping a lot of
council. I mean, just mind blowing. Out of all the people y'all done killed in Game of Thrones, Bran made it to the council table.
Right.
Tyrion sitting in his little chair that's made for the hand of the king on there.
People are out here committing the worst crimes ever and getting rewarded for it. It just Daenerys burned one little crusty, dusty town, and she public enemy number one. This is crazy to me. I'm like, who cares about these King's Landing people? Y'all mad about the wrong people.
They hated Daenerys more than Cersei. Mind you, I was like,
right. I'm like, y'all didn't even do this to Cersei.
I literally was saying that. I said, all of this energy y'all have for Daenerys. So y'all daddy dying. Rob, his wife. Rickon was the only one that ain't had nothing to do with Cersei. But him being on the run in the first place got something to do with Cersei.
He never got no justice. He ain't never been a real
literally, Catelyn, Rob, y'all daddy. Y'all daddy kicked off the whole thing. Sansa, you were
unborn baby.
Yo, Sansa, you were there when they cut your daddy head off. But you never conspired against Cersei and was whispering stuff about her to just eat. No, you never did nothing about it. Nothing about it. But ooh, I can't wait for the day she died. That's the only thing you would say. You never had this energy for Cersei. All Daenerys did was show up and you stank face looking at her.
She did have a stank face.
You're right. She even had that energy for Joffrey because she was gonna push him off the doggone the ledge.
Yeah, and then the fact that Daenerys made the initiative to go to her to try to make peace.
Yeah.
Still
literally went and had a one-on-one conversation. Like, girl, what's
Come
up?
on now, I'm in love with this man.
She's like, I stopped my whole plans for conquest of it, and you know, for y'all to help win your brother's war.
Daenerys could have been in the South kicking it and let the North fall.
Right.
With ease before they even had the Scorpions up. Like with ease.
Thank you.
Like still would have her 3 dragons and everything. Her council, everything. Oh, no, Lena would be alive.
She had 3 dragons because she wouldn't have went to the North to go.
Yeah, she would have had everything she came with.
Hey, wait. Jon stabbed her in the heart. His auntie that showed up with her fucking dragons to go save him in the North from his dumb plan to prove to Cersei and she lost the dragon.
Was that his plan? Whose plan was that?
I thought it was
Tyrion's plan.
It was Tyrion's plan. Because Tyrion kept wanting to negotiate with Cersei, and I kept saying, you cannot negotiate with Cersei. She don't care.
She's a terrorist. You don't negotiate.
You know, Tyrion knows her better than any person alive, other than maybe Jaime. Right. That's it.
Jaime knows her better, but Jaime just don't care that she's terrible.
He wasn't in that scenario. So Tyrion was the only person that knew her just as well. No, she can't be reasoned with. So I don't understand. And then after he failed multiple times to reason with Cersei, he still continued to try to reason with Cersei. And I'm like, sir, you're insane. Right. You're literally insane to try to reason with a woman we know can't be reasoned with. She almost killed you. We're presenting the facts to her face, and she don't care. She just wanted you dead because that's what she wants. She wants what she wants.
If Cersei had 3 dragons, the war would have been over as soon as they were fully grown.
That was my argument to people too who kept saying Daenerys was this evil person. I'm like, if you would have gave Ramsay, Walder Frey, Cersei, any of them dragons, the whole world would have burned. Daenerys, she had power that nobody else had, and she did damn good with it. And she was trying to make the world better. But many of these other people had this power.
She just needed somebody to run her stuff through to maybe calm her down a little bit. But she was great.
Right, she always had her counsel. They were the ones that bettered her worst impulses.
I really don't.
And Jon would have been that for her when they got married. That's why I thought they were the perfect couple. And then Jon got the heart of the people, and Daenerys has the firepower. She has the
she was
plan.
born there, but she hadn't been there since she was born.
And she has the desire to do it. Jon never had the desire to do all that. So they literally were perfect. They had whatever one didn't have, the other had, and they was just perfect.
And both Targaryens.
Both Targaryens. Would have restored the Targaryen
family to live on.
That literally,
it was the perfect ending was right there, and they fumbled.
They could have took out the whole. That's still the most mind blowing to me is revealing Jon's identity, because it was just layered so much in the story, stuff that you wouldn't even think would be about Jon's identity. And they literally made it not matter. So now y'all did all this, because I was still mad that Master Aemon died, the old Targaryen. I was still mad. I wanted Daenerys to meet him so he could tell her old Targaryen stories. I was still mad about that. So I'm really thinking it's just Daenerys and y'all revealed Jon. I'm really falling out because I already wanted them to be together, and y'all
no.
Look, listen, it's how Jon got to talk to him as a Targaryen, ancestor. You know what I mean? Like when I showed you that R plus L equals J, and how it makes the aim was like a Targaryen alone in the world is a horrible thing, and then Jon walked through the door. I mean, they just did some great things that went over your head, and it was just beautiful, and just fumbled the bag.
This show, the layered history is crazy. It's crazy,
and the lore is insane. If you ever go back and watch the lore videos, insane. You were like,
once I heal from this, I'm gonna get into all the other stuff. I'm not gonna rewatch the show, but I'm gonna get into all the other stuff.
I'm still recovering almost a year later.
Yeah, it took me a few years. It took me a few years.
What else was horrible in season 8? Because you know how I did them individual videos for Walking Dead. Like, we need to talk about Carol because Carol didn't kill all them kids. And then I did the other one, like, we need to talk about Negan. Negan is not good. If you like Negan, just admit that you like villains. Like, I be needing people to be specific.
Just be real. Just be real.
You like this good person. That's no. You like villains.
The whole fandom know I can't stand Negan. They know I'm the number one Negan hater. And I come with the
I might have to do some separate Game of Thrones videos, especially once I get into all the lore, because I'm stressed out. But did we miss anything in season 8? Other than be all mad.
Well, it's not a bad thing, but I wanted to point out that you did make a point about Theon. And how did you feel about it as far as what happened?
Oh yeah, you did talk about Theon last time.
What was my guess about what was going to happen to Theon? Did I say
you said that he would? He would pretty much redeem himself.
Yeah, he did.
In the matter that you said it didn't happen, but he did anyway.
Yeah, when first of all, Theon was going, and first of all, shout out to Yara, because even after Daenerys was dead, she said, "I pledged to Targaryen." So shout out to Yara. But
she said, "Some don't forgive so easy." I'm like, me. I'm ready to get somebody die for this.
And I was so happy. First of all, I wanted her uncle and Jaime to kill each other when they was on the beach. I was so mad when Jaime got the better of him.
I killed Jaime Lannister. Oh, that was so dumb.
And I was mad. I was like, can you please tell him that that's your baby in Cersei's stomach and not his baby?
Yeah.
Like, he died thinking he was just, I ain't like him.
One of the other
Theon, I was so happy when he redeemed himself and got his sister and she headbutted him. I said, yeah, because you had to get your lick back because he did not have to be like that.
Yeah, but I was like, yeah, you deserve that.
But when he was fighting, when he came back, I said, yeah, nigga, because you grew up with us. Come over here and die.
I know that's right. Yep.
You owe us this. Yes, sir.
Because Jon said he said you're a Stark and you're a doggone what you call it. But we're your family. They treated him like a brother.
Fighting to the death. And then when he just ran into the Night King, I said, you could at least through it. You knew he was gonna get you. Why you run up to him? But I was happy he died. But yeah, Theon got a good death. That was a good moment.
He had a good story. I mean, it was tragic, but it was.
He went through a lot, man. That Joker went. He went through it.
But his story.
The people that died before the last 3, they had good stories, so they got lucky, honestly.
Yeah.
But one thing I didn't like was that they never gave Yara a chance to grieve Theon. Like, we skipped over all of that.
Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah.
After the long night, we had the opening scene when everybody was grieving everybody, but Yara wasn't there for that. And then they never, when she showed back up at the last episode, she never mentioned it.
That's right. Yeah, Theon should have got the words because he was a Stark. He was a Stark. You should have got some words.
Yeah, and they didn't even really grow up together. But like, I know she was hurt about because at the end of the day, that was her little brother. But I know she was happy that they got to, make amends before he died, and they had their moment. I really did like that. But yeah.
Oh my God.
Y'all, I do gotta go to work. I'm about 30 minutes late, and I still gotta drive 30 minutes.
Not 30 minutes late, right? Because we finna be on here. We finna be on here till my computer die.
I know. I changed my clock in time to 8:30, but it's 8:30 now. So
oh my God.
Yeah.
I still got 25%.
I'm gonna change it to 9. They'll be all right.
Right, I still got 25%. I do not care.
Later, it's all right. All right, though. It was good talking to y'all. I needed to get that rant out, y'all.
And we gotta talk Attack on Titan one day.
Oh
y'all
no!
Let me know.
Wait. Yeah. First of all, I'm literally finna be starting Attack on Titan.
When?
Next month.
All right.
No, I literally am finishing. I haven't started nothing new. I'm literally finishing up everything that I've been watching because I'm starting like.
Okay.
Tamar, hurry up. I'm finna watch. I need to watch the last couple of Harry Potter movies. I've seen the first. I've seen all the way up to Order of the Phoenix. That's 5, right? Yeah, that's number 5.
Yeah.
That's my favorite.
The first 3.
Prisoner of Azkaban. Snap.
That's
Everybody always say they like Goblet of Fire, which I like Goblet of Fire. I just feel like it was
don't spoil because I ain't know. Oh,
No, I'm not gonna say nothing.
okay.
It was just
That's
too
my
long.
favorite.
Yeah, and I like long
favorite.
movies, but I'm like, can we get to it? And I like Titanic. Been my favorite movie my whole life. I like long movies, but I'm like, can we get to it? But no, Harry Potter. They 5 and so far. They all good now. But Prisoner of Azkaban is my favorite. But no, so I'm finishing Harry Potter movies. Finished Game of Thrones. I mean, let me look at my list. Everything. Invincible ain't done, which I don't like this season 2 of Invincible.
Ralph and Shimada didn't watch it yet, but I think y'all gonna watch it, right?
Yeah, we're gonna watch it.
Yeah.
We're gonna watch it.
Oh, okay.
Stranger Things is coming back.
It won't take y'all long.
About that.
Okay.
Yeah, it's literally.
Yeah,
it's literally just Harry Potter and Game of Thrones that I gotta finish. So I'm finna start.
You let me know when you start Attack on Titan. We can do another one of these podcasts, but I need to do a live with Ralph and Shimada because I got a list of talking points and stuff I need to just tell.
And you know, I bring the book.
Right.
I got the book on my notes.
Oh yeah, no,
I had to write down everything that was happening, and I was like,
it's a lot of details.
Right.
Tell me if I'm right. I can never get the names right. That daggone. To this day, I still can't pronounce the people's names.
Anya Capone. I used to crack up. I like Anya Capone.
But I love them. You would enjoy it. I can't wait for you to start Attack on Titan.
Yeah.
That's a perfect series.
What
to
else
me,
is
no
good?
filler, nothing. It was so good.
Oh my god.
We getting House of the Dragon season 2 this year, and when Stranger Things coming out this year or next year? This year, right?
Next year. They just started filming. They literally just.
That's right. You're right. Yeah.
Another year we got
filming. Dang. So the only thing I know for a fact I'm watching this year is Attack on Titan and House of the Dragon. So I need a whole new list of shows, y'all. So that's a whole nother conversation. But
Cobra Kai.
Am I gonna like it?
Look, okay. Here's the thing with Cobra Kai. She didn't. It's one of the perfect things that mixes the old with the new. Okay. So it mixes the old Karate Kid movies with new characters perfectly. We started to watch it. She said, "Oh, why are we watching this garbage?" By the end of it, she throwing tissue at the doggone screen, going crazy. Can't wait for it to come back. So ask her if she likes it.
No,
that one is in my recommendation list. Because I have a long list.
Tissue at the screen energy for.
I'd advise y'all to watch Karate Kid.
Mashawn. Sons of Anarchy is good so far.
Oh yes,
we just finished season
1 today. We just finished season 1.
I didn't know if I was gonna like it because it just didn't seem like my type of show. But the writing.
Let me look at my Dropbox.
Is phenomenal.
I'm gonna look at my Dropbox because I literally have whole TV shows on here. Oh, the Lord of the Rings trilogy. I got all those movies.
Okay.
So I gotta watch that. What else I got on here that I need to watch? The Office. I don't know if I'm gonna watch it though. Oh, and I gotta watch the Twilight movies and Lord of the Rings.
We haven't seen the Twilight movies.
Yeah, I haven't seen them.
Okay.
Oh, you need to watch Sonequa show. I know you never seen Star Trek, but you don't really need to see Star Trek to see Discovery. And it was.
Let me tell you something.
Sonequa
around in space. It's gonna make me.
No, that's not what Star Trek's about. That's Star Wars. Star Trek is. Yeah, with Sasha.
No,
I love that.
I've been tempted to watch it literally just for her. I love it now.
Yeah, that one is different than all the other Star Treks. Like, I don't know if you've ever seen Star Trek before, but it's not like any of the older.
I've never seen anything Star Wars. I've never seen anything Star Trek. I do not want to watch nobody out in space running around talking about pew 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 pew.
No, that's not.
I would rather watch people farm. That's what I watch on.
No, Star Trek ain't like that. You won't have to worry about that. It's actual just character.
Wait, I might actually watch it then, because that's the only reason why I watch it.
Yeah, no. It's a well thought out show. They have good conversations, good storylines, twists and turns. Like Sonequa show is good, and her acting. You already know how her acting is, and she's the lead of that show, so they take so much more out of her. So it's more intense for her. Because like the first episode, I have you like, I know they didn't do Sonequa like this. Like it's good.
Well, wait, did we miss anything for Game of Thrones? How much % my computer get? Are we cool? All right, they got 23. I want to catch everything for season 8. This it, y'all. This is season 8. We're gonna pass the 2-hour mark, which I'm happy about because all the other ones is over 2 hours. And I don't never even usually look at the time. I just look up. I'm just happy my computer ain't gonna die before the 2 hours. I said this season 8, we gotta at least get close to the time of the other ones.
I do gotta go though. I really, really do.
Bye,
so it was a good time. See y'all.
See you.
Love you.
Right.
We talked about Varys and his
I was
conspiring.
gonna say Davos. His moment when he got to see the red woman give up on life.
Oh yeah, when she gave up the go.
That was a little full circle moment for
Oh
him.
yeah, the red woman. She lit the fire for the doggone everything.
I should have showed y'all that part. I need to send y'all the links. When I tell you, when somebody was walking, I'm like, who is that? And then I said, oh, the red woman is back. And when she said, tell them lift their swords, I'm like, oh, what's she about to do? I got excited. And she said that spell, boy, they all lit up. I said, that's what I'm talking about. The razzle dazzle, all we can get. Okay, we need all the help we can get, whatever you can contribute to this. I was what? I was I can't believe we didn't catch. And then lit the up because Daenerys was so high up in the sky, and they had the blizzard coming. She couldn't really see.
She couldn't light the mark.
Light the ditch.
Yeah.
Boy, she got down there. She said that spell, and she started second guessing herself. I said, "No, you better say it with your chest so it could work, girl.
You better bring it out."
You know what? Yes. We were robbed of a Night King Jon fight when Jon was on the ground, and the Night King rose up all the doggone dead people. We were robbed of them fighting there.
Yeah,
I was like, "Come on, man."
I didn't like the way that happened because Jon, you know, he raised the door. You should have went to where Bran was at to try to at least fight him without being surrounded by 100,000 White Walkers.
Right.
So when Jon literally just ran up on him, I was like,
stupid.
Like, what we about to do?
Stupid.
I was so
and
mad.
then the dragon fire didn't work. I'm like,
there was a lot of stuff that was just.
I wanted the dragon fire to hurt him. I knew it wasn't going to kill him.
Right.
Because only dragon glass can do that. I wanted him. I wanted to at least hurt him. He was standing there like.
He smiled. Didn't he look up and smile?
When he smiled, I really got mad. Yes, he did. He said, he was like, wait, I'm trying not to laugh. He was like, because you know his face.
Yeah.
And he looked at, he said, I said, oh no.
It was just
so mad.
I don't know. We had so many high hopes.
Mm-hmm.
And it was just so disappointing. Like we really was gonna write to him too.
Sure, no.
No, for real.
Because we were really going to like protest.
When I was on the phone,
it was horrible.
My friend, I was literally like, I'm finna look up who wrote these last 3 episodes. She said, what you gonna do? Write them a hate letter? I said, girl, probably. I will go on Twitter literally right now and be like, how dare you? Like, I am so for real. They could have pulled a fan off the street and they could have made a better 4-5 than that. People that
I love Arya and the Hound's second interaction. It was better than the first.
Yeah.
In episode 1.
When they met up.
Yeah.
When they paths crossed on horseback.
Yeah, that one was better than their first interaction when they first got to Winterfell or whatever.
I love that.
That one was better.
Because they looked at each other. Because like she hadn't seen him. So I did love that. She didn't know he was alive, but I knew the Hound wasn't dead. I said, if they don't show me a body, he ain't dead. But when they showed him by himself, I said, Arya finna pop up. And then she did. I said, oh, okay, we go complete their storyline. Oh, and that's another thing I didn't like. All of a sudden, the Hound telling Arya, don't be like him, no vengeance and all that other stuff, and she just leaves. I said, can you kill Cersei then leave?
Right. Exactly.
She was right there.
Yeah.
Mind you walked with her. You rode the whole way there with her, and you knew her plan was kill Cersei.
Mm-hmm.
You've been knowing about her list the whole time she's had a list because she would say the
5
list
years.
And she didn't care if you heard the list because she would say the list every night. You knew this, sir. And then you're going to say, don't be like me. And you're going to go finish with your brother. Excuse me. And when they actually showed the mountain, that was glorious. It was so gross. I'm so happy they actually showed what he looked like under their armor.
Yeah.
But I was so mad. I said, not the Hound telling Arya, the Hound out of all people saying, don't fight.
Yeah.
Every single time the maester or somebody came in contact with Cersei, I'm like, is it Arya? They didn't do no faces the whole time. I couldn't believe it.
No face the whole season. I'm like, come on, man. Come on. Man. Oh God.
Definition of a letdown. They let us down.
Yeah. Oh, how Sam told Jon that he was the rightful heir, that he was a Targaryen.
I forgot that happened too.
That happened in like the second episode. I think
that was in season 8.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. It was the second episode. I think he told Jon.
He found out in the end of season 7.
Oh yeah. Sam did just find out.
Yeah.
Jon's reaction was realistic. I liked his reaction to it, but it started to get stupid after that because I understand why he told Daenerys, of course, you're going to tell the last Targaryen that you're the last Targaryen with them.
Right.
Cool. I'm still mad he told his cousins and his sisters. But yeah, I'm still mad. But when Jon, because that's a lot to take in. First of all, you've heard, you know, all the history. You're a Stark. The Starks know the history. You know all of these stories that go around these people and all this other stuff, and you just been called a bastard your whole life, and it's just been beat into your subconscious that you are a bastard. You do not deserve to live a good normal life. Like this is just literally, he is programmed this way. So when he found out, he was made out of love. They was married. He not no bastard. Ned ain't even dead. His uncle kept his mama's secret and took it to the grave.
Yes.
Okay. He took his sister's secret to the grave. You should have been so proud to run the 17
years. Yes, absolutely.
Like you literally didn't even honor your mama or your daddy. Like you literally you literally should have stayed a bastard. You don't even deserve the Targaryen name at this point. Because how dare you?
And Sam finding out that Daenerys killed his father and his brother.
Oh,
that hurt him.
Goodness. And then when Sam gave Jorah the sword.
Yeah.
But that was crazy. But I'm happy she told him, no, she kept it a stack. And he was like, well, at least my brother's ruling, so I'm welcome back home now. She said, your brother stood with your daddy.
Right.
She kept it a stack with him.
I feel bad for Sam, but I wasn't mad at her for killing him though.
No, I feel bad for Sam though. But I know Sam was like, they ain't fuck with me anyway. It's okay. At least my mom and my sister, everybody still there. Sam could go home now.
Yeah, he can.
So
good stuff.
Yeah.
I'm so happy the Maester died. I'm talking about the mountain threw him down the stairs, split his wig.
That CG was horrible, but yeah, that was good.
No, that's so funny that you said that. When I tell you I kept rewinding it because I was like
I mean, even though we haven't seen it again, but I can imagine it was horrible.
No, I was confused because Cersei was like, I don't remember what Cersei said. Like, because obviously she didn't want them to fight. She wanted him to walk her down to where she was going. Yeah. And when she was trying to get him to not fight, he was like, hello, big brother. And then Cersei was like, I'm gonna let these niggas fight. The Maester was stupid. I wouldn't dare. Yeah, the Maester was stupid. He gonna jump in front of his Frankenstein for Cersei. That was another version, like just like how the Children of the Forest that made the White Walkers with that dragon glass and that magic.
Yeah.
I can't believe they never figured out that the dragon glass is the way to kill them. Like, y'all made these monsters. Y'all ain't never tried.
Right.
Maybe they never had enough dragon glass because they did have to go mine it from Dragonstone.
Right.
Yeah, that's true.
But that was another case of literally you created this monster and you deal with it. Like the Children of the Forest, extinct.
Yeah.
The Maester made that Frankenstein and he put an end to him, and I was so happy because I literally said, I need M dead, the Mountain and the Maester. Them was my two M's.
Yeah,
I said the Mountain, the Maester, Cersei, and Jaime. I said if they make it out of here alive, I'm gonna be so mad.
Yeah.
And I'm not surprised that Daenerys died because I was like, they're not gonna give me everything. Because I was thinking this in my head. I was like, either Daenerys is gonna be on the Iron Throne or she's gonna be dead. In my mind, watching this entire show, that's what it was gonna be. Daenerys is going to be on the Iron Throne or she's going to be dead because she's not going to have it any other way.
Yeah. And for us, it was the opposite. It was Jon on the throne.
I would have even took them getting married and doing king and queen together.
That's my thought was going to happen.
Yeah.
Tyrion had even suggested that at one point. And Varys was like, Daenerys ain't going to do that. But Jon, you had life in the bag. And then, did I do the right thing?
Did you?
You killed the only Targaryen woman on the planet.
She's my queen. I don't want it.
I hate that you sound just like him.
Right? That was his only words the whole season. He ain't have to learn nothing. But she's my queen. I don't want it.
Jon literally went from here to he fell all the way off with me. Like, and I'm just at peace and happy that they did me right with my favorite character from the beginning throughout the whole show. Arya has been my only favorite character. Yeah. Arya has always been my one. I'm happy they did me with that, but I really, really, really was stepping for Jon and Daenerys. Daenerys never let me down, but she confused me with burning down King's Landing.
Right.
Yeah.
Because she always said she never wanted to be Queen of the Ashes. She, like you said, she been saying that the whole time because she could have been pulled up with her dragons. Mm-hmm. She never even would have had to go get multiple armies. Mm-hmm. She could have pulled up with her dragons out the blue and scared everybody. Nobody would have been ready for that.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Like she could have
pulled up, surrounded the Red Keep, killed Cersei, called it a day.
She could have shot first and asked questions later, but
right.
For her to be Queen of the Ashes was crazy. I was like, well, shoot, she could just bring all her people here now. King's Landing is dead.
Right. And one of the greatest scenes of cinematography is when she was standing on the top of the steps and Drogon took off behind her and like the wings was behind her.
Yes. When she, first of all, she had that shit on. Let's talk about her outfit. She had that shit on.
Oh, well, let's talk about the daggone wardrobe for the whole season.
Thank you.
Oh, yeah.
Because
that's the only thing they stepped up was the wardrobe, not the script.
That was it. Kudos to them.
They stepped up everything but the script.
Look, like, we can hire them people. Yes, exactly.
Everything but the script.
Yeah.
I turn around. Daenerys got a new vibe. Okay. She been evolving all this time and then she regressed. Look.
Yes.
She had that shit.
That's for a lot of people.
And when she was standing there and Drogon did this, I was like, do y'all see it? Do y'all see it? Do y'all see it?
That was probably the best.
Mm-hmm. Like I said, the cinematography, everything has just been great. Acting, everything, except the writing.
I literally felt Amelia's pain. The acting was so good. When I was literally looking at her on the screen, I was like, I'm mad. And I know you mad, but your acting is, like I was literally thinking that while I was watching her. Oh, and we're not going to skip over the fact that Gilly pregnant with Sam baby.
I know.
That was cute. That's a full circle moment for them.
Yeah.
I'm not mad about Sam at storyline. I'm not.
Mm-hmm.
Cause he ain't never did nothing but be in books.
Right.
His whole life. So, and then everybody else is dead. So who else gonna be missed? She killed everybody else. So I
like
but all the Maesters is that Old Town is cool. Old Town didn't get.
Oh yeah, that's true. Somebody could have transferred. That's true.
Right.
Yeah, Old Town is fine.
They divvy them out to the places. That's true.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something. Starting Game of Thrones, never in a million years could I have guessed that Bran would have made it to the smokehouse.
Yeah, I think you're right. I'm
still not over that. Finesse. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Who was all did. Brienne. I support Brienne being there. I would have supported Tyrion being there, but after episodes 4, 5, and 6, no. Man.
Who else was there?
Who are you missing? Oh, for the council?
Tyrion, Jerome, Bran, Brienne, Sam.
Yeah. And it wasn't. And Podrick was pushing Bran in a wheelchair.
Right.
Was that it?
I think so.
Oh, it just flashed in my head the scene of Arya on the boat leaving. I was like, girl, is that your personal boat or you getting a ride? It had to start. I said, no, the ending when Sansa was putting her dress on and Arya was getting dressed and Jon was on his way to, first of all, they kept flashing between everybody and each individual scene. This was literally my face.
Yeah, I could. Every time they showed Sansa, I got mad. I don't like Sansa.
I never liked
her. He's never liked her. I didn't either.
Never like Sansa either, because she one of them people too. 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 She I always say this is another type of person that I don't like in life, and especially in TV shows too, but definitely it's really equal in TV and in life. I do not like people who had that energy for the wrong people. You doing all of this against Daenerys, and you don't even know this lady. Meanwhile, the lady that is literally the reason half your family is dead, you haven't done anything to try to get anything done to her
at all. At all.
And Jon and her are in love. And I'm still mad about Jon all of a sudden being so insecure where he needs everybody approval. He always kind of did move to the beat of his own drum because he never had anybody approval. He never even wanted it. And that's why he never wanted to be king. So all of a sudden now, Sansa not liking Daenerys matters. Tyrion telling you to go kill her, you'd go do it.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, did I do the right thing? And I like
second guessing himself.
Yeah.
That whole
because when he was commanded the Night's Watch, he didn't second guess himself.
No.
When he's commanded the Night's Watch, he was the man.
And they was conspiring against him, and then people hated him. And what did he do about it? Nothing. And people hated him from the moment he got there. And what did he do about it? Them men was rapists and everything. And what did he do about it? Nothing. But he sure stabbed his auntie in the heart. Yes, he did.
Well, no, he did kill the little boy and the old the dude.
That was after they killed him.
Yeah, after they killed
him. He ain't had no choice. He had to save face. The only reason they got to kill him is because he was so nice the whole time. I'm mad. What else happened in season 8? We touched on all the Lannisters, definitely. It was only 2 Targaryen. We hit all the Starks. We hit Davos, the Red Woman. That little girl that was like she wanted to go fight, and it looked like she had a little grayscale on her face. I said, I know she reminded him of Shireen.
Yep, she like Shireen. Yep.
Yeah, she
that
did.
Was so. I was like, is that a little grayscale on her face? Because it was just a little bit on her.
Oh my God, I cried.
Yeah, she might have cried.
Man, when you saw that little girl.
Yes.
And Gilly was so smart. I would feel better if you would be protecting us down there. I was like, that's exactly how you talk to a child, Gilly. You know exactly what to say.
Yes,
because telling her, no, you can't go out there and fight. I don't want you to die. That wasn't going to stop her from going out there. So yeah, no, that I caught that. Soon as I saw the little girl face, I was like,
yeah,
Shireen. So that was speaking.
What?
Speaking
your face though.
Speaking of Brienne being knighted, they had a whole good old kiki around the fire when they thought everybody was about to die. I mean, kicking it. Okay.
Yeah, they kicking it hard.
I was like, what is this? The kumbaya.
Thank you. And first of all,
yeah,
Tormund is always gonna make it weird. When he talked about how he got so strong, he told the story.
Yes,
sir. I don't know nobody more ignorant than Tormund. I'm talking about Tormund is the definition.
No filter though.
I don't even know if you know how to read. It ain't nobody more ignorant than Tormund. Okay,
he a wilding for a reason.
Soon as he got there, he was still the big woman there, whatever.
Right.
Yeah. Business. Then when Brienne left, he was talking about how he was heartbroken. I was trying not to laugh because he is so unserious. But he be so for real. When he sat there drunk and told that story about how he got so strong, I said, sir.
I was like, here we go. Here we go. I love him though.
The wildlings know how to party.
Yeah, they do.
And then when they was doing that drinking game, mind you, Brienne don't even drink. Ain't never been a drinker. And Tyrion just had to make it weird. I said, why would you say that, Tyrion? We all know this already, sir. You didn't have to bring it up at the party. The Night King is dead, and that's what is going on in your head. Yeah, no, Tyrion made me mad when he said that. That was so inappropriate. Because why would you do that? And then Jaime gonna follow her. I said, I'm so sick of him.
I didn't like that whole.
They could have did that so much better. They really could have just kept it the way it was as nothing, and it would have been fine.
Right.
Them trying to the writing.
I knew they wasn't gonna be together though. I knew they wasn't gonna be the fighting couple. I knew that wasn't gonna happen.
Yeah, that's true.
I knew he was going back to Cersei. As long as Cersei was alive, I knew he was going back to her.
Yeah.
The only way he wasn't gonna ever look for her again is if she was dead. And even when she dead, he going to the funeral. So I knew Jaime was going back. He been doing it the whole show. Jaime has never surprised me. Very first time we met him, he threw Bran out the window. So how could he surprise me? So, and yeah, I don't like how maybe Bran was putting 2 and 2 together and was estimating that it's a 99.99% chance Jaime gonna die. So it don't even matter if he tell everybody that Jaime gonna push him out the window.
Right.
All these years he been letting everybody believe that he failed. No, you've been climbing them your whole life. You did not fall. You were pushed. And when he told Brienne, I pushed a child out of a window for Cersei and I'll do it again, I wonder if she ever put 2 and 2 together that was Bran. I don't think she did.
They didn't give any indication that she did.
Yeah, they didn't, because that could have meant anything. It's windows everywhere. But
that part,
the significance of it to the story, girl, like you don't even know. That's why Bran getting pushed around now.
Right.
The wheelchair that Bran said was it the same design as one from a very long time ago, or was it the same one from a long time ago? That wheelchair that he was talking about, where somebody was like, "Oh, that was cool."
I think it was the same design.
You talking about the design from Tyrion?
The wheelchair, because I guess somebody I can't remember which character it was. I guess wheelchairs are like obviously not common, but they had said something about like, oh, that's clever, talking about his wheelchair. And he said it's the same, either design from one, I can't remember where it was from, but it's either the same design of one from like hundreds of years ago, or it's the same one from, it might be the same design.
The same design.
Yeah. But yeah. I'm trying to think what else. Did we hit on everybody?
Yeah, because wasn't that many characters that lasted this.
Right.
You know, Jorah, he was ride or die to the end. He fought for the queen.
Okay.
Yeah. He was the most consistent.
Sam, Gilly. I can't believe they did me like this.
I'm sorry for laughing, but it helps heals us to see people go through it too. It's healing.
They could have literally had Cersei kill Daenerys, and that would have made more sense, and I would have been less mad about it. Like Jon was sending me, like out of all people, she don't die on Dragonback. She didn't die from one of the times where her dragons was gone and she was by herself.
Yeah.
All of the times Daenerys could have died, she died in the throne room by Jon. Not Jaime sneaking in there to protect Cersei. Like that would have even made more sense. I still would have been mad, but at least it would have made sense.
Right.
Like it just the fact that it don't make sense. I love closure, and that is what I do not have.
Yep.
Like, oh, I do not like it. I like loose ends being tied up. And they didn't even tie loose ends. They just made a knot. Like they didn't even. They just threw. Like I'm so upset. It's gonna take me a long time to get over this. I'm so happy I waited all these months, like, and took so many months breaks in between seasons. I be telling people, I'm like, I'm not watching nothing fast. Y'all watched this over years when it was on TV, okay? Y'all had time to heal, talk crazy.
Talk crazy.
Yeah.
The longest
I
break
think we talked crazy first, and then we're still, then we went from healing.
Thank you.
It's gonna take a minute.
It's 2024. I think it's gonna take me to maybe about 26. I might really be over.
You might be.
I could actually finally watch Game of Thrones content freely on the internet now, because I be wanting to watch Emilia Clarke interviews, and I watch like some stuff, but I be scared. Sometimes I'll like pause it and cut it off.
Yeah,
because I be scared I'm gonna get spoiled. But I'm gonna finally be able to watch everything. Like I had saw this Maisie Williams video that I wanted to watch really bad, but I said I ain't finished Game of Thrones yet. I don't even know if they talking about her personally or Game of Thrones, or like I don't know. So it's so much stuff I can do anything now, so that's freeing. But I'm not watching nothing because I'm mad. So no, it's probably gonna take me 6 months to get into the stuff that I'm supposed to be watching. I'm still mad.
Oh my gosh! So, but still watch the first episode though, so you can see who Robert touches.
And the other thing, the only thing I'm gonna watch that table read because I'm mad too, and I see them mad. I'm gonna watch that's y'all sent me that, right?
I didn't see you that.
Okay.
I didn't see your table read.
Well, we can.
Yeah,
Please.
we can.
I'm gonna watch the table read, and I'm gonna rewatch the first episode.
Yeah.
I've only
and then after that,
Okay. I think we
heal from there because it is horrible.
First of all, we're not gonna act like the Stark's cousin didn't come from the Vale. He's so grown.
Right.
I said, look at him. At the end when they were standing there talking, I couldn't.
Yeah.
I was like, who was? Oh, that's him. That's Robin.
He's so tall. Sitting in the chair, he was tall. Okay.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
No, and when one of their relatives, when they was like, okay, so let's just choose a king, he got up and started talking. They said, sit down. I was like,
oh yeah, that was the uncle.
I couldn't remember his name. I was like, who are you, sir? I could not remember his name.
He was hilarious though.
But yeah, he was like, I mean, they said, who want to be king?
Mm-hmm. They did. They asked the question. Dang on it, he said whatever he wanted.
And I was like, I'm not even mad at Bran being king. I'm mad at how it happened.
Right.
Yeah.
Daenerys ain't
everything is how it happened.
Thank you.
Everything is how it happened.
Like, at least if you're going to kill somebody, you need to make sense. Like, up until this point, everybody dying made sense. It added to the story. Yeah. Everybody dying. Up until
even the red wedding made sense.
Thank you. It did. It made sense. Cersei snaked them. That's what Cersei does. Y'all are her enemies. We are at war. Even though one sacred place is supposed to be weddings, you're not supposed to do stuff like that at weddings. Lannisters don't care.
Right.
But yet and still, Sansa had that energy for Daenerys for some reason, as if Daenerys was Cersei. I always hate misplaced anger, but
I just sent it to you, so you got it.
Yeah. Okay, because I might watch that before I go to bed. What percent this computer on? Okay. Ooh, we on 11.
Oh,
right. Make sure we finish, everybody. I think we touched on everything.
Yeah.
My feelings are never ending. Obviously, we can do that all day, but
yeah,
we got on all the. I still can't believe I still can't believe that Grey Worm was conversating with these people after Missandei and Daenerys was dead.
Yeah,
the only people he ever wanted to live for.
Right.
Unsullied are raised that way from being children. They don't know nothing else. He ain't never even wanted to live for nobody. And I should have known when he asked Missandei what after this, and she was talking about how she wanted to go to the beaches. I should have known they was gonna kill her then. I didn't even think nothing of it because it came out of the blue. She never went missing. Yeah. They killed Rhaegar. Cutscene. She was Cersei.
Exactly. Oh my God.
I believe. And the Dothraki don't listen to nobody. I know they left. I know they wouldn't go stay there because whatever. But I still can't believe. Whatever.
Gendry became Lord of Storm's End.
I really like Gendry getting on his knee for Arya. I said, "Oh, wait, this is a lie. Wait, hold on." And Arya was like, "I've never been a lady."
Yeah.
Kept it a stack with him. I said, "I love that." And she told him on the spot, ain't make him wait, nothing. I was so happy for Gendry. I really did like that. Oh, and who did that for him? Daenerys. But y'all hate her so bad. Look, I'm about to start all over again about how mad I am. Gendry came full circle.
Yeah.
Who else?
I think that's it.
That's about it.
Right, I think that's it. They done beat me down for so long. This is one season. Season 6 is still my favorite.
Yeah.
7 is so close, but they started getting stupid when we going on the mission for the White Walker for Cersei. But 7, it was the Jon and Daenerys getting together in 7 for me. That was really a big highlight too. And then the kids started reuniting. But 6,
she kind of got on my nerves with all the bend the knee stuff. And he like, look, we all ain't gonna be here if you don't listen to me.
The same lady that saved his life 30 times, he stabbed her in the chest, not in the back, in the chest. You will always be my queen.
That is horrible.
And you see, Jon ain't never been one to kneel. He instantly kneeled to Bran when he was leaving. Instantly. I said, oh wow, I don't get to see this often. This is a rare occasion seeing Jon kneel.
He didn't have a turn, did he? Yeah.
Crazy. Literally, even though he would always call Daenerys his queen, he never kneeled. We never saw it.
Yeah.
But yeah.
That's good
crazy.
Stuff. So oh my gosh. I'm so glad you finished it.
Yeah.
Me too. My pain and suffering is officially over. The only reason it's not as bad is because I'm used to them abusing me. Yeah. I've been abused for 8 seasons. So that's not a surprise.
Yeah, you got a tolerance now. Yeah.
I'm just mad because you went from abusing me with a purpose to abusing me just to be doing it now.
Yep, that's all it was, to subvert expectations. That's what they said.
So, yeah, I think that's about it, y'all. We got any closing words?
Oof.
You got anything?
I'm just glad Ghost made it out of it.
Yeah. Yeah.
First of all,
listen,
when they showed Ghost missing an E and everything,
yeah.
Ghost made it. And I was just mad because I was like, why do Ghost, I mean, not even Ghost, because I wanted Ghost to be gone and be free like Arya Wolf. I was why do Jon get the closure to get to see his wolf? Like he get to see his friend Tormund. He taking his wildling friends back home. He finna be at the wall. He ain't got nothing else to do. He finna just be kicking it.
For a minute, we was pissed because we was like, where is Ghost at? Like y'all ain't showed Ghost.
I forgot about Ghost for a second because I knew Ghost was alive.
Right.
But he told Tormund to take her to the north with him. So I'm like, oh, okay, I ain't gonna see her no more. Then when they showed it, I was like, oh, missing it and that thing was out there fighting, okay?
Oh my God.
But yeah, that was nice.
Yeah. That's it. You got
it. I'm just glad you realized why we was laughing the last podcast. That's all I got.
I'm gonna go back and rewatch it because I made some points.
You did.
A lot of it.
And every point you made, we kept looking at each other like.
Because I was like, Arya gonna do this, and Arya gonna live happily ever after, do whatever she want to do. I'm gonna go rewatch it because I don't remember every single thing that I said, but in the back of my mind, literally just as I'm watching it, something will randomly come to my mind, like, oh wow, I said that was gonna happen. I said that was gonna happen. Like it was stuff that happened. Yeah, it was good.
It was good.
It was good, but yeah.
To the suckiest ending ever.
Right.
Yeah,
besides the Sopranos.
Oh yeah.
Let me tell you, Walking Dead has pissed me off on a few occasions, but they ain't even hurt me like this, and that's my favorite show.
Yeah.
I don't think we'll see in this lifetime if anything ever make me as mad as Game of Thrones. House of the Dragon, whoever doing that, I'm gonna need for them to keep doing a big one because they knocked it out the park. So please don't start. Look, these were the words I'm gonna leave them with. Please don't start slipping with House of the Dragon. Please. Because that's for the help me heal since House of the Dragon is coming.
Right.
Yeah.
I saw y'all posted summer 2024. I said,
yep.
So Rick and Michonne coming out. I think I'm the only one that's never gonna call it The Ones Who Live.
That's Rick what I was saying.
The Rick and Michonne show.
Yeah.
Rick and Michonne coming out and House of the Dragon this summer.
We good.
That's healing me because I'm ready to see Rhaenyra go stupid on Allison. But yeah, that's it, y'all. What's y'all closing words? It's gonna get off here. My computer about to die. This was good. We had to get this off our chest. I'm so happy.
You really did. As much as I love Khaleesi, Mother of Dragons, and all, woo, that was just a horrible ending for her. I hated it with all my loins. But Arya survived, so I didn't really care about anybody else.
The fact that all of us favorite character. Wait, Ralph, who's your favorite character? Because why is everybody are okay? So the fact that all 4 of us, everybody favorite character is Arya. I feel like that's the redeeming factor is that they got something right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Arya's my girl, man.
That's it.
That was my girl.
But I will forever be a Throny.
Yep.
For sure.
I'm glad you got to see it, got to know why we were laughing at you. know why we were so deep in the fandom with it.
You know why we got so much gear.
Like I always say, like Game of Thrones is it's never been a show that had me like this, man. And
he don't watch stuff like that.
I don't like medieval stuff.
I don't
like
either. That's why I never was
right here,
watch it.
This right here had me.
This is the one and not the two.
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So, but yeah.
That's all I got.
Now you got to get on that Attack on Titan.
Yeah.
Right? Oh no, I'm literally finna start Attack on Titan. Like
loose ends get tied up.
Thank you. Yeah,
and
I just need stuff to make sense.
Mm-hmm.
So the last thing I'm gonna say on the last Game of Thrones, we done did one for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. This one for 8. All I'm gonna say is the audacity to do Emilia Clarke and Kit Harington like that.
Yeah, horrible. And when you watch the table read,
I can't wait to see who get mad first. The audacity to do Emilia Clarke.
Even Varys, the actor that played Varys, was pissed.
Yeah, because that Varys, no matter how terrible these rulers are, he would just do his nice stuff for like the people on the side, whatever he could. He ain't never literally conspirated against one. Like that was crazy. Like not even against Robert.
Right.
So, but yeah, no. The audacity to do Emilia Clarke and Kit Harington like that. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yep. Hey, we got to see a relationship blossom out of it. That was good. Kit Harington and the actress that played Ygritte.
Yeah, and that girl. What's her name?
I can't. Rose something, I think.
Oh, it's Rose.
I think.
But yeah, so.
Yeah, but that was good. But
the audacity to. I'm really, especially. It's all right. The audacity to do Emilia Clarke like that. It's okay. Long as she's showing her titties on screen for y'all the whole show. Y'all, and her whole ass out. It's okay. And then you just kill her like nothing. All right.
Like it was nothing. Disrespectful.
It's all right. Good night, y'all.
Okay,
see you.